動入力なしだとその場で打つこともできます。
Of course, this attack can also be used standing still as well. You don't have to move.
はい、それでは一通りアクションを使ってみます。
All right, so let's take a look at all of these in action one last time.
Are we ready to evolve? Something like that. And up to Coma. Or my thinking Caster Labs is taking so long to update. This joint gets on my nerves.
「銀融詩人は」パーティーメンバーとの共同感を感じられる支援効果と弓使いとしての
Didn't I just seeking mute the sound on this joint?
So we wanted to give bards that feeling that they're truly supporting their party while also making bow play as smooth and slick as possible.
シンプルにローテーションを回すだけであればそこまで難しくはないと思うんですが、コンテンツに合わせた歌の順番などを考える余地もあるので、やりがいのあるジョブになっているんじゃないかなと思います。
So the basic rotations aren't that complex, but we wanted to allow players the freedom to adjust those rotations based on the duty that they're tackling, making it a lot deeper than it appears on the surface. Yoshi P wants to play. I think this is his favorite.
No, no. We'll let Tamaki control the character, and I can supplement this.
今玉木くんがやってるローテーションとか、アクション見てて分かる通り、今回の、エボルブモードの指針に関してはローテーションが固定されてない。どのタイミングでどの歌を歌うかっていうのをボスだったりコンテンツに合わせて自分で考えて作っていくっていうところが非常に特徴なので、めちゃくちゃ自由度が高くて面白いジョブに仕上がってきてます。
So with the Bard in its evolved mode, as you can see, the rotations aren't like a set, like a static, or like it's not predetermined. You can choose which song you want to sing at which timing, depending on the trial or depending on the battle content or duty that you're tackling. And I feel that it really brings out the characteristic of the Bard, and so it's really interesting to play.
Gives the player a lot of freedom to kind of play the way they want to play rather than following a fixed rotation that we've decided for you.
これ、僕いくつかね、テストでもちろん開発で使わせてもらってるけど、
Suko, I did it just for you, bro. I'm late though. I listened to the other ones, but I couldn't see anything. I had to go. I was grocery shopping. This joint started like as soon as I got off of work. And I need to pick up some groceries, so I just had my thinking earbuds in and I was listening to like the first three, but I couldn't see anything.
The Dragoon, it's really something that Tamaki was very particular about.
Also, that like from what I could hear, I think playing in reborn mode is like that joint is literally a DPS loss. Like not even like whether or not like, oh, which one is stronger, blah blah blah. Like trying to play a job with all the extra ticking buttons that we have right now, as opposed to just consolidating all that joint, is literally a DPS loss. That's literally like the TPS thing. They literally just lowered your thoughts per second that you even have to do. Like you're actually trolling if you just play Reborn. They pulled Tank and Healer out of the microwave cold. They cooked with the DPS. Yeah, Tank looks high-key brain dead. I'm not gonna lie, because they were talking about like, oh, thinking Provoke and Shirk are gonna be the same button. We're just gonna thinking cut out like Bulwark, and we're just gonna, I guess, just buff like Holy Sheltron and crap. It also sounded like they're putting back like the tank. When I was listening to the tank one, it literally sounded like they were just trying to be Heaven Sword so bad said they were like, yeah, if you block something at a certain time, you get like a rebuttal, and I'm like, that's literally just low blow from Dark Knight back in Seeking Heaven's Sword. It's high geek dog. How about? I gotta go back. I'm assuming this panel's like over because they said they were gonna show four jobs, and that's the fourth one. So I gotta go back to actually look at the kicking whatchamacallit.
Okay,
But
so now that we've shown some specific examples from a few jobs, I'd like to touch upon some of the changes that we're making to the entire battle system in general to accommodate these two modes.
I talked about it in my Discord. I was like, they're literally just gonna make everything into Seeking Viper. Like Viper was just the beta test, and they were like, okay, well Viper worked. Now we're just gonna make all the jobs like that.
So first off, we'll be removing most synergy actions from both modes.
次にエボルブモードではアクションの習得レベルの再設計が行われます。
Next, we'll be adjusting the levels at which actions are acquired.
そしてもう一つエボルブモードではタンクロールの
You know, raid bows, yeah.
And finally, for Evolve mode, we'll be defining two different specialties, main and off tanks for the tank role.
The sub and the dom? You can actually be the dominant tank now?
So let me explain each in detail.
The heck does that even mean, bro?
まずシナジーアクションの削除ですが、パーティーメンバーの攻撃力を上げるようなアクションを削
You
除
guys
した
have a
り、
GBF
効果を
wiki
変更
equivalent
してい
for
ます。
14. I'm guessing you
So
do,
first
considering
up,
how
with
big the
synergy
game is.
actions, we'll be removing or
Oops.
changing the effect.
I meant to do that. Dude, I have to literally go back. I don't have a hotkey for this one, but I had to pull out that for that. Dude, the wiki on Seeking Final Fantasy is so hot dog water, bro. Like, it's good for finding, like, glam pieces,
Well,
but
we
it ain't got
understand
nothing
that many
else.
Players enjoy job synergies and party buffs as extensions of party play proficiency.
ですが、シナジーがあることによっていくつかのマイナス面もあります。
We also felt that those synergies had a negative impact to battle.
Dude, they literally spent like the last like 2-3 expansions trying to do 2-minute meta, and everyone was telling them it was trash, and now they're finally like, oh yeah, it's
Synergy
trash.
actions bind many jobs to specific 120-second rotations.
Mr. Happy
which
on
robs
YouTube, that's your
players of
wiki, yeah,
freedom in
literally.
battle.
次にローテーションをミスした時のロスが大きいこと。
Secondly, when there's a mistake made in the rotation, the result can be devastating for the whole party.
They're literally just saying what people have been saying for eons, bro. Like, we know, my guy. You didn't even need a slide.
The dev team, the battle team, is forced to design new job and boss battle mechanics.
Oh, we
around
know.
these existing synergy actions.
Oh, wow. Dude, they want to be Heaven Sword so bad. I'm telling you right now, this expansion wants to be Heaven Sword so thinking bad, bro. So bad. They literally said just throw all that joint out.
Quite hard.
まあ特にやっぱりこうパーティープレイをしていてボスエンカウンターと戦うときにまあお互いのタイミングを合わせてバーストをするまあシナジー合わせと呼ばれる部分がまあパーティープレイのいいところじゃないかっていう部分は僕もそう思う部分はあります。
And especially with playing as a party and you are tackling the boss encounters, there is this element where you kind of strategize to match your timing so that you can maximize that burst and get that synergy buff. And that's kind of what makes party play fun, or like that's one of the good things about the party play.
ただ今玉木くんが説明してくれたようにやっぱりこの大きな2つのデメリット
That said, there are those disadvantages or like the negative points that Tamaki had explained.
とにかくまず1つ目はジョブのアクションローテーションがそのシナジーのタイミング120秒にとにかく合わせなきゃ僕らも設計でいけないのでどのジョブもやっぱりこれによって似てきてしまうプレイフィールが120秒ごとに
And of course, first of all, it's with the job actions and considering the synergy and having that sort of
14 players will react. They do the had to do Versusia raid, bro. Versusia raid is so easy in comparison to literally anything in Final Fantasy, my guy.
まあ少しでもちょっとジョブにね個性も持たせるためにユニークなことをしようとすると
Versusia is like slightly above an extreme.
もうやめてくれっていう でも一方ではジョブの個性がないっていうフィードバックもあって、ここが一つ長年の大きな悩みでした。
And of course, whenever we try to give a little bit more individuality to
Already
a
cleared that raid.
job,
I've never
we
played.
see that it doesn't align necessarily with the burst timing, so that may cause some frustrations. But at the same time, if we try to match that, then players start to ask about, well, I want to see more individuality in the different jobs, and it's been a struggle for a very long time.
で、もう一つはここの下の絵にある通り、
And of course, lastly, as you can see in the diagram on the bottom,
ボスがこうバトルをスタートすると、
It
最
said
初
the
まず
GBF players are too scared
おー
to
って言い
test
ながら
crews that don't have
高橋のよう
100%
にみんなのバストを
success
受ける
rate.
時間があって、
and so when the boss fight starts, okay, everybody charges in, then they're all ready to go, and you're striking the enemy as if you're striking a striking dummy.
でそこからうわーってこういろいろ
What
2
is
分
bro
間ぐらい暴
talking
れるんだけ
about?
ど、2分経つとまたうわー
And you go through that 120 seconds, 2 minutes, you give it your all, and then you have to wait, and you have to charge again.
Basically, yeah, it's talking about the boss is like, I'm going to kill you, I'm going to kill you. Now I'm just going to wait here while you hit me for a while. Yeah, just sit here.
Oh, I see what he's saying. He's saying that they're making the way that they made which is true. They'd be making bosses so that you can actually do. Well, I mean, that's true, and at the same time, that joint ain't true, because anybody who's actually played 14, they know half of the times the 2 minutes be coming up at literally the worst time possible. They literally go out of their way to make a 2 minute just not work. Like, hey, 2 minute just started, let's just do a tiki knockup. Like, okay, thanks.
すいません、その両天秤にかけた上で、今回シナジーを廃止させてもらうという決断をしました。
And so because of that, it's kind of inevitable that we kind of get a little repetitive in these encounters, and we want to have something that's unique. And when we try to experiment, then we start running into problems about synergy, and sometimes there are mechanics where when everybody's timing aligns, the boss is gone, and so that's frustrating. We don't want that happening. So we really wanted to have players have that freedom and then make it a very fun
Esoteric's
fight.
difficult to be for a 14 raid if you added mechanics
yeah,
as well.
that's when
Esoteric
we came to
isn't
the
hard,
decision
my
that,
guy.
yeah, we should,
Esoteric is literally
get
just
rid of the
random thinking crap that they
synergy
threw at the wall.
actions.
Not even a hard
It's about giving
fight.
freedom to both the players. For
They
you
just
to be able
vomited
to do what
mechanics
you
on
want,
it.
not be bound by these cycles, but also give freedom to the developers to create something that is more than just the 120-second cycles of attacking and then nothing, and attacking and then nothing. Now he has more freedom to do a lot crazier things in battle,
Is
and you
Hilo
have the
ever
freedom to do a lot
GBF
crazier
to
things
prison?
as well.
I've been pretty close with Esoteric, but Esoteric, all of Esoteric's difficulty is literally thinking. It's literally just seeking whatchamacallit. It's literally just artificial. Everything about Esoteric is just artificial difficulty. It's not actually kicking hard.
ローテーションに縛りを発生させるようなものではないようにしています。
Trying to compare an
Like I
action
mentioned at the top,
combat
the main
MMO to a
concept surrounding these
turn-based.
changes
Honestly
to create
true.
something that players will enjoy for years to come. And we felt that doing away with synergy accents was a step in the right direction to achieve this.
だからレンジ DPS が持ってるようなパーティーを支援するアクションというのは一部ジョブには特徴として残ってるものがあります。ただそれがローテーションをね固定化するようなものではないように、調整をさせてもらってますのでそこは安心してください。
So for example, like say a ranged DPS may still retain their support actions as a sort of personality or like their individuality, but it's not meant to kind of make your rotation static, and we'll make sure that we are adjusting.
So is there just no buffs anymore besides like thinking like I don't know like Viper's thing? How Viper just gives you your kicking 2 minute essentially? Like are they just taking them all out?
Specifically, we'll be adjusting the level at which actions are acquired for all jobs.
Can we get rid of thinking RDPS now?
So the plan is to have the hotbar full of all necessary actions by level 50.
Damn, bro. You're not gonna get cooked on old ultimates anymore.
この変更は、レベルシンクされた
You
際
see,
の遊
there's
び
gonna
が
be a
単
new
調にな
ultimate
りが
raid,
ち
yeah,
な
and
問
it's
題
gonna
の
be
解
absolute
消と、
kicking garbage because
新
it's
規で
kicking
始
dog
めら
water
れる方
Kefka.
が低レベルのうちからも変化を感じながらプレイしていただくためのものになります。
So this will not only help solve the problem of action rotations feeling too simplistic when playing level synced duties, it will also help newer players to a job get the feel of the difference
Dude, you
between
called
Reborn and
default.
Evolve modes.
No, I
early on.
don't. I don't want to do thinking
25
cob.
以降はホットバーに設
Bro,
置
the
する
cob
ア
is
クション
seeking,
の
the
数は変わ
cob
ら
is
ないですが、
ingrained in my
各アクション
thinking
に効果が
psyche,
追加された
man.
り、派生アクションが
Cob has
追
been
加され
out
る
so
など
long,
変化
and
が
the
行わ
what
れます。
cados have dragged me
Then,
into cob
after
so
level
much
50,
that I
instead
just
of
know that
adding new
fight.
actions,
Like, I'd be
we can
forgetting that
introduce
fight, and then I'd
changes
just
to
be
one's
doing
already
stuff
set to
on
the
Ultra
hotbar, such
Instinct.
as adding
Whenever
extra
we go do a
effects
trial
or
or something,
derivative
I just do
actions.
that joint. I just know how to move. I just be moving around, even though I don't even know what's happening anymore. Just thinking, I'm just doing
ジョ
crap,
ブのアクション
and
と
we
いうか
still
ロー
make
テー
it
ション
through
の
the
完
fight.
成がエボルブの方が早いので、低
No
レベ
more
ルでシンク
cob,
した時
down
は
with
エボルブ
cob.
を使おうかなみたいなのもありだとは思います。
And so, because of this, you will have all the required actions by level around level 50, and you will have your set, so to speak.
Me,
so
you,
I
7
think that
Kasumi.
makes the
Okay.
evolved mode a little quicker to get
Bro.
all of your actions.
Zuka,
in
you don't
place.
even
So
know that
if
Thinking
you
my
are doing to go into
friend
the,
Spice is in a
level
static
synced
with Thinking
dungeons in the
Sev.
lower levels, I think you might.
And they're in a
that
static
evolved
now
mode
with
might be a
Thinking
good
Owl.
option
They're in
to
like a
choose.
parsing group.
はい、最後にエボルブモードのメインタンク
That's
とサブタ
crazy.
ンクの役
Small
割分
world.
けについてです。タンクジョブにそれぞれの個性と役割を持たせるために、メインタンク向けのジョブと、サブタンク向けのジョブを分けることにしました。
So finally,
Yeah.
with evolved mode, we
Yeah,
want
my
to
friend
redefine the
Spice
tank role
likes
into
to.
two
Well, I don't know
main
how he
paths.
ended up
Those two
with
paths
Sev
being
in their
main
static
tank
in
and
general,
off,
but
with both
they
having their
obviously
own
Sev likes to
characteristic play
Thinking
style.
parse, and
例
Thinking
えば、
Spice
メ
likes to
インタン
parse.
ク向けの
And
ジョブ
then
の場合、
Spice
複数
asked
の
me, he
タン
was
ク向
like,
け
you
の
wanna.
攻撃を
He asked me
より多く
first, and I was
して
like, you
い
know,
た
I
だ
don't
く
want
か
to Thinking
カ
play.
ウンターア
But
ク
he
ション
was
を
like,
使
bro,
うなど
ask
の特
Al.
徴があり
And
ま
I
す。
was like, sure. I mean,
So,
I'll
for
ask him.
example, main tank jobs will focus on mitigating damage and
Okay, what is
countering
this?
enemy attacks.
先ほど、紹介させていただいたナイトと 8.0 で追加される新ジョブの
Oh my
が
god.
メイン
It's
タンク向けの
literally what
ジョブにな
already
っています
happens right now. Oh my
Paladin will
god.
fall
What?
under a main tank role,
Oh-
and the new tank
Oh my god, it's
will also be a
evolved
main
mode?
tank.
It's the same thing.
サブタンク向けのジョブは
It's the
味方を
same
守ったり敵のダ
thing.
メージを低下
What
さ
are we
せるアクシ
talking
ョンなので
about?
より支援が
It's
得
the
意とい
same
った特徴
thing.
があります。
Off-tank jobs, on the other hand,
That's
will
just-
excel at
that's Sev's
protecting allies
group.
and lowering enemy
Devolved.
attacks, taking on more of a
It's just the
support role.
same thing.
でこの役割分けですが、
What does it even
ヒ
mean?
ーラーでいうところのピアヒーラーとバリアヒーラーの関係に近いものになっています。
This is somewhat similar to how with healers we have a pure healer and a barrier healer.
ある程度の難易度のコンテンツであれば、どちらかの役割の、ジョブに偏っても攻略できるんですが、霊式や絶コンテンツになると、正しい役割分けをした方が効率よく攻略できるようにしています。
So, and while most content is going to be designed to be able to be cleared
To get
without
7
having to
TV
worry
and
too
make
much
it
about
make me an emote
which
mod, I
type
do
of
need to
tank
do
you have
that.
in your party,
I do need to do that.
high-end
Ira told me to
content
do that
such
like
as
a month
Savage
ago,
and
and I
Ultimate
kept forgetting.
parties,
I'll do it
these parties
eventually.
will be able to clear these duties far more efficiently.
I don't know
by
how to
taking
do it though, so he's
advantage
got to
of
show me
both
how
the
to do it.
main and off role.
やっぱりこうタンクの話題ってこう皆さんわーってなるんだね。
It's so interesting when we talk about tanks and people get really excited about them.
I don't know why, bro. It's the same thing.
エボルブモードの話なので。
Bro, they're talking about tank. These dudes don't even play
I
tank.
do
That's the same
want to,
thing.
point out that this pertains to the evolved mode. So
はい。ではまとめに入りましょうか。実機もう一回見せたいですか。
do we want to show gameplay one more time?
はい。
Yeah, show me the
の方の実
stuff
機
I
に
missed.
もう一回戻してもらえますか。
Okay, so could we switch one last time to gameplay 1, please? Oh, somebody's in battle.
エボルブモードではとにかくボタン数が少ないですし、各ジョブのシステムも分かりやすくしたつもりなので、それぞれのジョブをどのようにプレイすればいいかをあまり時間をかけずにできるようになっていると思います。
So we've significantly reduced the number of button presses for Evolve mode and the number of icons in an effort to make it easier to learn and grasp. As a result, it shouldn't take that long for players to grasp the new playstyle for each of these jobs.
Yeah, it's gonna take you like 20 minutes, just like Summoner is right now.
あっちのコンテンツは銀融詩人で参加するみたいなことがこれまで以上にやりやすくなっていると思うので、ぜひいろんなジョブで、いろんなコンテンツに挑戦してみてほしいです。
So hopefully this will open up more avenues for players to choose different jobs for different duties. Maybe in one, you'll want to play Dragoon. Maybe in a different duty, you'll want to play Bard, and that will better suit you. This mode will give you the freedom to branch
Brother,
out.
what? How do we go from Dragoon to Bard? What's the correlation there?
Oh. What happened to the...
間違えました。
Oh, I guess it's a big... Well, no, it's still... You still got the 5% rule, though, right?
The wrong macro.
Like, I'm not gonna just swap with Nezu, and Nezu's just gonna go reap, and I'm gonna go thinking dance. Bro, he's out of thinking melee range. What are you doing? Bro, I don't really get, like, I really gotta go back and look at the tank part again, because, like, they were talking about doing stuff, right before, like, it hits. Bro, do you know how terrible that joint's gonna be if you lag for, like, 2 seconds, and you just miss your crowd? Because you missed the thinking enemy auto attack? Wait for another Eva collab. Yeah. Honestly, I was actually pretty hyped about the Eva collab. As somebody who still hasn't even finished all of Eva, I was pretty hyped about that joint because that's a very weird collab for Final Fantasy. Kind of in the same vein as, I would say, even more further in the direction of thinking like Nier, because at least Nier was like 3D, like a 3D game. That joint's a thinking anime. So we're just gonna be fighting the thinking Evas and crap.
Will feel differently in the evolved mode.
That it only procs on taking big hits. Our bosses won't even auto or fall.
Okay, let us go back to the PowerPoint one last time, please.
No more boss autos. First they took boss crits. Now they took the boss's autos. They only do thinking big hits.
So, of course, today Tamaki went through and explained how our battle system is going to be
Set up 70, right?
updated.
How? I don't know how. No collabs with anything remotely Japanese. They had a laundry detergent collab.
And of course, Tamaki is very responsible for this concept, but I think it also includes all of us that work on the battle elements, me included, having this main concept.
これまで ARR を発売してからここまで13年間いろんなシステムのアップデートや積み上げっていうのをここまでやってきました。
And of course, since A Realm Reborn, for 13 years, we've continued to update and make adjustments to this game.
なので、ここからは、この2つのモードで、より新しい人にも、これまで通りに遊びたい方にも、もっとエキサイトメントを求める皆さんにも、とにかくたくさんの人に14のバトルを長く、しかもボスごとに違った面白さで楽しんでいただきたいというのがこのコンセプトに詰まってます。
And of course, with all of this foundation underneath us, we're looking to bringing in more new players, but then also to be able to bring enjoyment to those people who are wanting more excitement, and for people to continue playing for a long time.
I need to add you as an editor. Is that what it is?
To, with each encounter, try to experiment different strategies and different sort of approaches to them.
ですので、これからもぜひ バトル
Brother,
シ
what's
ステム
your
チーム
name?
バトルコンバットチーム、バトルに携わるところだけではないんですけど、ぜひ応援の方いただけると大変嬉しく思います。
As such,
we would love your support for our battle system team, our battle combat team, and the developers
Brother, what's your name on Twitch?
back home.
Yeah.
では玉木くん、さらにちょっと少し付け加えつつ最後お伝えしてもらえますか。
So can
Bro,
we
why do you have all those
some
eyes?
closing words from you, Tommy?
How many eyes is
は
that? 4?
以上が、エヴァコールドからのバトルシステムの紹介をさせていただいたんですが、これから、14を始める方であったりとか、最近はバトルコンテンツから離れている方にも、改めて14のバトルの楽しさを感じてもらいたいと思っています。
I was taking.
So, not to repeat myself,
Wait, how many
but
is it? Why don't you
Reborn
show
and
up?
Evolve modes are about creating an easy-to-use, intuitive control scheme to help not only new players, but also
Oh, is
get
it 5?
those players who maybe have stopped playing a lot of battle content back into the ring again.
すでにプレイされている方には、より楽しくいろんなジョブで遊んでほしいという思いで作っていますし、まさに今現在いろんな21ジョブの設計を進めているところです。
On top of that, it's about giving more options
Oh, it's
to
4?
players who already enjoy
Okay.
Final Fantasy XIV's battles and opening up even
I don't
more
see you on
jobs
the
and
thing,
roles
though.
to them.
これからもまだまだ、FF14 は続きますし、進化していくと思いますので、引き続きどうかよろしくお
Wait, is
願い
that
いたしま
4?
す。
And 8.0 certainly won't mark the end of the changes either. Final Fantasy XIV still has a lot of life in it, and will continue to look to
Okay,
evolve the
why
battle
does it-
systems for as long as we
Am I
need to.
thinking high? Are you just like, is your icon just a green thing? Like a green man?
さあ、最後まで
I typed in I typed in your name with 4 eyes and it didn't show up, but then I typed it in with 5 eyes and it showed up the one with 4 eyes.
First dev panel at a fan festival. How do you feel?
Okay, so what do I make?
Mr.
What do I
Prime.
do?
Mr. Prime.
Going back into this hardcore grind, about to hate my life when I see how much of
Thank you.
a sun Veritas I have to get.
最初は緊張するかなと
What
思
do
っ
I give
て
you?
たんですけど、両脇に
Oh my hand.
コウジさんと吉田さんがいてくれる安心感がすごくて、なんとかなりました。
At first, I thought I'd be really nervous, but thanks to Yoshida-san and Koji next to me, I was able to relax. So
Way
thank
to
you so
add
much for
emote
having me.
mod. Yeah, I see like
そして何より
そうですよ
皆さんからすごいエネルギーを感じていて、そのエネルギーを感じたことによって少し落ち着くことができたので、はい、最後までやりきることができたので、本当に今日はありがとうございました。
And of course, I couldn't have done this without all of you and all of your energy and all of your
That's what I
reactions
see.
to everything going on up here. Hearing those reactions was helpful.
and those ones that are checked were already checked.
皆さん本当に玉木へのサポート本当にありがとうございました。
But then thank you again for all your support for Tamaki today.
最後になんと彼たった一人でエボルブの21ジョブ全部設計一人でやってます。
Oh, I did want to mention, and sorry, this is the last thing I'm going to say,
Emote
but
set and emotes
all 21
admin.
jobs,
Okay.
the evolved mode was designed by him alone.
Oh yeah, I see. Okay.
Mr. Prime.
Okay.
Mr.
It says it's pending.
じゃあごめん。
One moment.
最後に僕から一個だけ質問していいかな。
Can I ask you one last question?
玉木くんは数学得意なの？
Hey, Tamaki, are you good at math?
Snap! I don't have any bullets in this
いや、
seeking
めち
gun.
ゃくちゃ苦手です。
No, not at all.
さあ終わりましょう。ありがとうございました。
Thank you so
Thank you
much.
guys.
ありがとうございました。
Oh yeah, I do. I have my both bullets actually. Is there supposed to be like anything else today for this stream? Or was that it? I'm gonna be real. I didn't even realize that this thing started when it started. I just happened to look at YouTube and I saw that it was live and I was like, oh. Alright, well, regardless, I'm gonna just go back. Oh, wait, hey, that was a schedule. Where'd that joint go? Where'd I click at? Okay, I don't know where it went. Alright, I want to look back at the freaking this stuff. So I saw this joint when I was in, like, before I went in the grocery store. I like stopped and I looked at these panels, but then I looked away when they actually started playing.
Now some of you might be
So I kind of don't care what they're talking about here. One button rotation macro, yes. Literally. Okay. Alright, I want to see the actual freaking gameplay of it.
ジョブハットに置き換わるんですけど、ごめんなさい、まだグラフィックができてないので、デバッグ表示です。
So you may see a section zoomed out there, those bars. That's where the job UI is going to be. I'm afraid we didn't have the graphics yet, so right now it's a very simple version, so we had to blow it up so that you can see it better.
で、今あそこに切り出して拡大してもらって
Does
る
your emote work
だけ
now?
なので、まあ実際ああいう画面が加わるわけじゃないので。
And so again, we just kind of zoomed in on that particular section. So in the actual gameplay, you won't see like a duplicate. So
キキ
で、
ン
玉
raid
木君の方
lock.
は
Yes,
パッド
this
モード
one.
で、実演してもらってます。
and another disclaimer, Tamaki will be using his with a game controller.
Yeah, I was literally walking into the
で、
grocery
僕の
store
方は
when
マ
they
ウスキ
said
ーボー
that
ド、
joint.
まあ左手ですけど。
And of course, mine will be mouse and keyboard with left-handed device.
さあ、では、魔法の
Does
力
it
で
actually work? I
敵
can't
を
even see them.
召喚してください。
Okay, so let's do some magic and spawn some enemies.
あ、ごめんなさい、向きが逆でした。
ああ、向き。
あ、ごめんなさい、向きが逆でした。
ああ、向き逆だ。
yeah, that's backwards.
Hi, hi, hi.
Yeah,
They work? Okay.
Poor guy.
Oh,
Facing the wrong direction, you die.
はいはいはい、ありがとうございます。
thank you.
はい、まずナイトですが、今現在皆さんがプレイされているナイトが比較的扱いやすいジョブになっていると思いますので、基本的なメカニクスは大きくは変えずに極端に多いボタン数を削減しました。
So moving back, as Paladin is already one of the easier jobs to
Add
use,
them to
for evolved
overtime? I
mode,
don't
we
even know what
didn't
that
implement
means.
too many changes to play mechanics, and instead focused on drastically reducing the number of inputs in a typical rotation.
はい、先ほど説明させていただいた通り、基本コンボは一つのボタンが自動で置き換わります。
So as I mentioned earlier in the presentation, one way we achieved that was by consolidating combos into a single.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Fast Blade changes to Riot Blade, changes to Divine Authority, and back to Fast Blade.
でまた、ディバインジャスティスは魔法に関連したアクションになっていて、敵に使うとホーリースピリットが実行されて、自分やパーティーメンバーに使うと
What the heck is
プレメンシが
honor
実
mean?
行されます。
Or like we mentioned before, by changing an action's effect based on who the target is. So when Divine Justice, which is now a magic button, is cast on an enemy, it becomes Holy Spirit. When it's cast on a party member, it becomes Clemency. Now the same button.
And もちろんおなじみのインペラトルからのブレードコンボもあります。
Of course, the blade combo, Falling Imperator, has also been consolidated into one of those updating icon buttons.
そしてナイトのエボルブモードの新しい個性として、敵の攻撃をうまく受け止めることに成功した時に使えるカウンターアクションを追加しています。
It gets Holy
And one
Spirit
new
combo
thing that we are
stats.
trying with evolved mode and Paladin is the addition
Yeah.
of counter actions that become available when blocking certain.
Oh, that's what the honor is? Oh.
敵の攻撃をホーリーシェルトロンで受け止めると、
Okay.
カウンターアクションのアンサラーを実行できます。
So, for example, upon successfully stopping an attack with Holy Sheltrum, Paladins can then execute a counterattack called Answering Strike.
Bruh. That joint's literally just low blow.
さらにこのカウンターアクションはホーリーシェルトロンの実行直後の効果の高い状態で受け止めることで強化版のリタリエーターを実行できます。
And if Paladins
Well, no. Isn't it just the way because the way it works right now, right, is you just get your. Well, I guess, I mean, right now it looks like he could just seek and use it, right? But didn't you have to like trigger that joint before? I thought they were just putting it in one button. I thought that's what they were saying. Go back a little bit. He just seeking uses it now, right?
して敵の攻撃をうまく受け止めることに成功したときに使えるカウンターアクションを追加しています。
And
Fix
one
a
new
charge
thing that we
honor.
are trying with evolved mode and Paladin is the addition
Where do you
of
see the charges
counter
at?
actions that become available.
Oh, wait. They're still talking about this.
Consolidated.
It's beside the
Now
bar.
the same button.
Am I thinking high? Where? Oh, you mean this? You mean the red thing right there? That's what you're talking about? Ah, okay.
Of course, the blade combo following Imperator has also been consolidated into one of those updating icon buttons.
Oh, yeah, you're right. You're right. So you can just use that joint whenever. As long as you have a stack.
So
wait, what was the defense one? Did he use the defense one already?
Rotation.
Yes, he did.
Your
That-
jobs to use.
well,
For evolved
no.
mode, we didn't implement too many changes.
I think
to
it's still
players to play
building or
mechanics.
something. I don't know.
また、ディバインジャス
To Divine Fast Blade, changes to Riot Blade, changes to Divine Authority.
Is it a combo?
and back to Fast.
Why are they both going?
また、ディバインジャスティスは魔法に
Oh, you don't have it on. You only have one stack outside of combat. You gotta wait to build Teking. You gotta wait to build it once you get in combat. That's what it is. And I guess it's the same thing for this one. You only start with one. You don't start with two.
Now this
あります。
one of those.
Okay.
使える。
For example,
okay.
execute a counterattack.
さらに、このカウンターアクションは、ホーリーシェルトロンの実行直後の効果の高い状態で受け止めることで、強化版のリタリエーターを実行できます。
And if Paladins execute Holy Sheltron right before an attack lands, then that counter
Yeah,
is
this is what I wanna
transformed
see.
into an even more potent version of itself called Satisfaction.
Well, okay. Now that I think about it for like 2 seconds, isn't this the same thing they said with Teking whatchamacallit? They said the same thing with Teking, like all of them right now, right? Where it's like if you use it like right before or something, like when they say right before, they mean like 5 seconds before or some crap, right? Because isn't that how like I don't remember, I haven't played Tank in a hot minute. Isn't that how they said like how Teking Bloodwetting, or yeah, Bloodwetting and crap was going to be before? Where they were like, if you use it like right before an action, you get like a shield or something. But when they say right before, they mean like Teking like way before. They don't mean like, hey, you got to actually time that joint. Well, I mean, you do have to time that joint, but it's like, you don't have to like time it. Like it's not like a split second. At least I don't think. Oh snap, I got a spear. Hold on, let me Teking start my thing. It's like the bonus. Yeah, exactly. But that joint, like when I heard it without really thinking about it, when I heard it, I was like, okay, they want you to do that joint like right before. Like right before. That's what they're saying. But it's not really right before. It's like 5 seconds before.
Wait.
Oh, to be honest, that's a little bit more than 5 seconds. I don't really know what the ticking timing is on this.
Wait.
Like he just waited to the end, towards the end of the cast bar. Well, actually, hold on. Does this joint have a ticking?
Wait.
Does this joint? Yeah, that. So he has 3 seconds. So I'm guessing he probably used that joint ticking before the last time. Yeah, like you see how that joint ticking falls off and then it swaps to that. That's what they ticking mean. When they say right before, they mean like 5 seconds. They don't actually mean ticking like right before. So that's what it's the same thing that they already ticking have now. Wow, Sugoi, oh my god, whoa.
はい、それでは一通りナイトのアクションを使ってみます。いくつか新しいアクションも追加されています。
Alright, so now let's take another look at all these actions together in battle. And keep your eyes open, you might see some other new actions as well.
The heck is that?
As well.
What is this
Together in battle,
nonsense?
and keep your eyes open, you might see some
What do you
other
mean
new
you get a
actions
group
as well.
heal on Paladin after you're ticking wings?
Might see some other new actions.
What is
as
that?
well.
Actually, I don't think that actually healed his seeking friend though. Although they're not actually in a party though. I don't think. Because he doesn't get hit by like a ticking thing. But I assume that's a ticking party heal. Actually, wait. Wait, where's seeking? Okay, there's hologram. I ran out of buttons to press. That shield lob seeking AoE now. You see that joint? That joint's seeking AoE. That joint's gonna grab everybody at the pack now. And it's probably gonna be too small on ticking release. I watch. I bet you they ticking buff the range on that joint because that joint's small as crap. So watch. Did he just shield bash? Oh, his seeking whatchamacallit became his shield lob became shield bash. Where the heck is the buff for that? Where the heck is the buff for that? Wait, why does seeking oh, that's provoke. That's not a seeking tank stance. Does he even have a tank stance? Yeah, this joint don't have a charge or anything. What? How does that work?
繰り返しになるんですけど、ナイトはとにかく
No
ボ
more
タン数
2-minute
が多
window
いことだったの
streamer,
で、
yeah.
どのように削減するかをこだわりました。
So Paladin has always been a job with a lot of button presses. So we put a lot of focus on how to intuitively reduce.
Did it really have a lot of button presses?
なんです
Did
が
it really?
単純にアクションの種類を減らすだけだと、遊びが減ってしまうので、なるべくそうならないように残せるものは残せるようにしています。
We didn't just want to simply remove actions though, and as an extension, remove the things that you could do in battle. We wanted to keep things interesting and fun. So we retained
Wait, what
and
the heck
removed
was
the
that?
things that you could do in just want to simply remove actions though.
You get
And
a
as an
double
extension,
one?
Remove the things that
Why does he get 2? Why does he get 2 heals? Is it because it was procced?
you could do in battle. We wanted to keep things interesting and fun. So we retained what we thought would keep those things interesting.
例えば、クレメンシやカバウは使用頻度は高くないアクションなんですが、うまく使えた時の楽しさを感じられるアクションなので、他のアクションボタンと、統合する形で残しています。
So for example, clemency and cover are not actions that are used that much in battle, but when used properly, they can be a lot of fun. So we used the aforementioned consolidation techniques to make sure that they remained.
So now they're actually in a party. Wait, what did he even press? Where the heck
Make
was
sure
that?
that they remained.
Oh, he dashed. Oh. Oh. Oh, sorry, I couldn't cover you. My dashes were down. Wait, did that do Wait, did that joint do damage before when he did it?
And as an
ね、これは他の人にも言えること
Hey, when he did his dash before, did that joint do damage? Oh no, it doesn't do damage anymore. It doesn't do damage, so they took that joint away. So that joint is seeking pure. That joint is pure utility now. Yeah, I was gonna say thinking try and dash and react content. What does that mean? Why are you purple? Oh, you thinking resubscribed? Oh, thanks. Like why? Why are you thinking purple? Dash and auto cover them? Yeah.
Look against press.
move the thought would keep
使用品
techniques to make sure that they remained.
Okay. Hey, at least you won't. At least you can actually jump now. You don't have to worry about hey.
Shield bash can be
thinking,
really useful in deep dungeon, so we made sure that that made the cut as well.
Yeah, how did he? How I don't get. Oh, is it because he's in thinking? Is it be? Oh, this button it shield bash when you're in melee range. When you're in melee range, it turns into shield bash. When you're not in melee range, it becomes shield lob. Okay, now I get
Likewise, shield bash
Now
can
I
be
get
really
it.
useful in deep dungeon, so we made sure that that made the cut as well.
it. Okay,
Oh,
I
shield
see.
bash moving far away. Shield
Yeah,
lob.
yeah. Okay, yeah. I see. Hey, I got another stab. I
以
see.
上ナイトのエボルブモードのご紹介でした。一度、
This
パワ
joint.
ポに戻してください。
ちょっと待ってね。
Hold on one moment.
I
guys.
see now. I see.
えーと
Is Tech alive, by the way?
はい。
Let's
あ
do
の
good.
挑発とシャークやってないよね。
You haven't done. Have you done provoke and shirk?
僕の PC ちょっと映してもらっていいです
Can
か
we switch to gameplay 2, please?
Well, this one
そ
makes
してトニ
sense.
ー
I
申し訳
already
ないんだけど、こ
I
こに来て
understand how the provoke and
パワー
shirk
ポイントが
work.
またマウスカーソルどっか行っちゃって暴れてるから調整してくんないだろうか。
And we are summoning Tony again.
PowerPoint
So-
problems. But while he's doing that, we're going to show you some gameplay. Okay,
Yeah.
here
I
we
was
have
about to
screen
skip,
2.
bro.
So you can see the hotbar at the bottom is the PC hotbar.
There ain't nothing on that joint.
では挑発しますね。
Provoke.
Okay, so he voked
で、
and then he shirked. Yes, okay.
これも変わります。
Okay, so we did provoke and then shirk, and as you can tell, it does. It's not altered, but then it recognizes what you're trying to do. Shifts dynamically.
They're thinking audio go.
じゃあ攻撃させてくれるかな、ボスに。
All right, is that it for the Paladin, bro?
Me.
はい。と
What was the thinking? Oh, he's covering a thinking. I mean, is that new?
はい。という感じで、まあこれまでとまたちょっと違ったね、ナイトとして遊べるのがエボルブモードになっております。
So yeah, you can experience a new kind of like gameplay feel by switching to the evolved mode.
Okay, I'm skipping, bro.
We
I mean, I hate it, but I think these changes are already more interesting than current 14 on God. Yeah, like the thing about it is it's actually kind of funny because I don't know how much stuff you watch, but you know that old Link's Camelli video, Suko, the one where the guy's talking about like taking he's talking about taking every mechanic is like stand right. So he came back like last week, by the way, and he made a follow-up video to that joint. And he said something. I haven't finished his full follow-up video yet, but I was watching it, and one of the things he said in the follow-up video is like he really likes M11S because M11S feels a lot like faster. So like he likes that even though the game is still essentially like that in theory. They essentially tried to make like everything faster. And it feels like that's what they're trying to do. That it feels like that's what they're trying to do with the mechanics of the jobs now. They're trying to make the jobs faster so that you have like more movement, you have more flexibility in what you're actually doing so that you can like keep up with the fights. That's what it feels like. And then so they can continue to make even faster fights. They hated him for he spoke the truth. Yeah, unironically, that joint is super true. Super true. I think about that statement so much whenever I play the game because it really is like that. Especially, that's the reason why I say that Ticking, even though I think a lot of people think top is like the hardest ultimate, I think top is the most stand and wait for mechanic to resolve fight in the entire game. Because that is almost the entirety of Ticking, like the hardest phase, which is phase 5. That's like almost the entirety of the phase. You literally just go to a spot and wait for the thing to bounce to you. And it's the same thing. It's the same thing for the Ticking. I forgot what it's called in Omega. The Hello World thing. Like the Nissi part of Omega. That joint is literally like once you know where to go, once you know what the mechanics are doing, you literally just go and stand in a tower and wait for that joint to plop. And then you move. And then you go to another spot. And you wait for it to pop. And then you go move and you go to another spot and wait for it to pop. It's literally the only time where you actually move, like actually in that fight, is like the twins at the very start with the shapes, and then like the last phase kind of where you have to walk around the boss. That's like it. Even the first phase with thinking like Beetle Omega, where you have the tethers, you're literally just like you're moving, but you're not like you're the thing about it is you're moving, but you're literally just moving to a spot so you can sit and wait for it to resolve. That's all you're doing. And you might just be picking up a tether on the way over. That's it. Like, so you're moving, but you're not really tiki moving. And boss comes in and jumps every 40 seconds. Fights aren't interactive. Yeah. Well, you don't like 45 seconds of uptime, 2 minutes of downtime? No. Which I think that's what they were kind of talking about at the start too, where they were like thinking they come back and they let you do your 2 minutes or something. Like they stopped doing mechanics so that you can do your 2 minutes, stuff like that. Even though that's not always true, but I think that's essentially what they were saying at the start. So, but yeah, I mean, this stuff looks kind of cool. It looks kind of cool. Like, I would like to see some of the other jobs. I mean, I'm sure the only thing that kind of like frightens me about this, at least like looking at the tanks, it like granted, like this joint, they pretty much look like they only really have abilities from what they have right now. So I don't know how much stuff is gonna change and how much stuff they're gonna get from 100 to 110. But like this joint still looks like the same thing with just kind of like a glow up. Like it's easier to play, I guess, because you don't have to really press as many buttons, but it's like the same thing. Like the combos haven't really like changed or anything. It's literally the same 2 combos you had before, just now they're on the same buttons. Like it's like you literally just took everything we have right now and it's just making it consolidated, which can make you faster at playing the game, but it's like nothing's really actually changed in how you play the job. It's just you got a little bit faster and more mobility. So I don't know. P2, T, and you cover the best phases. They just need to cook on tank and healer more, but the DPS look pretty dang. Okay, yeah. So I know I called this joint before that I think the DPS are just gonna be like King Viper, but I want to see what they actually do for Dragoon.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just skip, bro. I think they're done with tank.
That's the everybody's
Yeah.
watch.
I want to see what they're doing with Dragoon. Because I only really heard what they were doing with
What's your
Dragoon.
mana?
I didn't get to see this joint at all.
Striking dummy?
Oops.
Oh.
はい、ここ、かかしをポップさせました。
Okay. We got a striking dummy up.
はい、従来の竜騎士と比べるとかなり変更点が大きくて、メカニクスも全くの別物になっています。
So compared to Reborn mode, Evolve mode for the Dragoon changes are very significant, with job action mechanics being almost completely different than the Reborn mode.
まず、ジョブハットですが、ドラグーンシンボルというものがあります。
So if you look at the HUD, you'll see stacks of Dragon's Bane gauge.
これは戦闘中の時間経過で自動で溜まるスタック要素になっています。
This the 3 thing? that what he's talking about? Oh yeah, Dragon's Bane. Okay.
So this gauge will gradually fill over time when engaged in battle.
10
この
seconds.
スタックを消費して方向指定のある強力なウェポンスキルを実行できます。まずシニスタードライブは敵の左側面から実行すると威力が上がります。
Snap, I forgot to turn these skills
So
off.
these stacks are then spent to execute powerful direction-based weapon skills. So executing the Sinister Drive from the enemy's left will increase potency.
Wait, what button did he just press?
次にデ
Snap
ク
back,
ス
you
タ
can
ード
move
ライブ
Granblue.
は
God
敵の
dang it,
右
bro.
側面から実行すると威力が上がります。
And then
Button did you just press?
executing Dexter Drive from the right will also
Why
increase
can't I
potency.
can't I tap this joint? I don't even know where it
The
was.
Reborn mode. So if you look at the HUD,
経過で自動
when engaged in
Which button did he press?
direction-based will
次に
potency.
Okay, he actually just pressed the left one. Okay.
次にデクスタードライブは敵の右側面から実行すると威力が上がります。
And then executing Dexter Drive from the right will also increase potency.
Oh my god, I turned Roger's skills off too. God dang it, bro.
そしてシニスタードライブとデクスタードライブの後に使用できるようになる桜花絢爛は敵の背面から実行すると威力が上がります。
And then, after using both Sinister
I'm
and
pressing
Dexter
this.
Drives, this will ready what is known as Winged Chaos, which, if executed from
I could.
behind, will earn you a significant damage bonus.
これまでの方向指定アクションよりも条件が細かくなっているので難しくなっている部分もあるんですが、実行するタイミングをある程度自由に調整できることと、ベンジフルジャンプというアクションを使うと次に実行するウェポンスキルの方向指定を無視できる効果が付与されるので、これも利用しながら戦います。
So, to offset this increase of difficulty created by implementing this additional layer of attack direction specificity, we've added a little bit more leeway to attack execution timing. We've also added a new jump, which is called Vengeful Jump, which ignores the directional requirements of the next weapon skill used.
Bruh. Yeah, I saw that they took out whatchamacallit, True North. And I was like, okay, they gotta do something else. So that's your new True North, which I'm guessing every job is gonna have something specific.
方向指定に成功した際の手応えを感じてもらえるように新しい表現の追加なども検討しています。
And while this is not specific to Dragoon, to let players better know that they've successfully executed a directional attack correctly, we'll be adding more intuitive graphical feedback.
もう一つ流血という要素があります。これは先ほどのベンチフルジャンプを実行するたびに付与されているスタック要素になっていて、最大3スタックになるとスターダイバーを実行できます。
So another big change to Dragoon, to let players.
So he said there's something that shows when you get a positional. What is it?
More leeway. Chaos.
次にデクスタード
Dexter Drive from the right will also increase potency.
I don't see none. What's the tell?
Will also increase potency. Will also increase.
It was amazing, man. Oh, Life Surge gone? Yeah, Life Surge is seeking garbage. It doesn't show failing the positional, so you can't tell. Yeah, but I feel the fact that I can't tell right now should tell me that I don't know what the heck's going on.
Also increase potency.
Because, like, surely they don't just take away this whole thinking animation, right? If you, like, if you hit it from the wrong side, you just don't get the flame streak. Like, there should be something here that would be obvious, I feel.
そしてシニスタードライブとデクスタードライブ
Feeling
の
it
後に
gives
使
you a
用できるようになって
Damage bonus.
これまでの方向
I don't know.
Additionally,
know.
jump
指定に
successfully executed a directional attack correctly, we'll be adding more intuitive graphical feedback.
もう一つ流血という要素があります。これは先ほどのベンチフルジャンプを実行するたびに付与されていくスタック要素になっていて、最大3スタックになるとスターダイバーを実行できます。
So another big change to Dragoon with the evolved mode is the addition of Blood of the Dragon. Blood of the Dragon accumulates each time a Dragoon executes the aforementioned Vengeful Jump. And then when it reaches its max of 3, it readies an attack called Star Diver.
このスターダイバーを実行すると、赤の流血状態に移行して専用の強力なコンボを実行できます。
Executing Star Driver then grants Life of the Dragon, which in turn allows the execution of a powerful combo.
Bro, is that your kicking AoE combo? was that the AoE animations, bro? What's going on? I'm thinking dead. Where'd the AoE? And then you get the thinking PvP LB.
さらにとっておきとして、スターダイバーの後に一度だけスカイハイというアクションを使います。で、スカイハイを実行すると空高く飛び上がって一定時間後に地上に落ちてきて大ダメージを与えます。
In addition, executing the aforementioned Star Diver will also ready the one-time action Sky High. With Sky High, players will fly high up into the air, landing several moments later to deal massive damage.
So literally just the PvP LB. Bro, do you know how many people are gonna die during that joint?
スカイハイは歴代シリーズの竜騎士のジャンプをイメージしたアクションなので、飛び上がっている間は、敵の攻撃を完全
They
に
go
無効
back
化
and
し
click
たい
on
ところ
tanks
なん
and
ですが、
healers. It looks
残念ながら
pathetic
無効化
compared
は
to
できません。
DPS, yeah.
So Sky High was designed to feel like a legacy Final Fantasy jump ability. So while Airborne...
I mean, to be fair though, like, I know you're trying to get your hopes up, Suko, but I'm gonna be real, they're probably not going to. Like, I think they're obviously gonna give them more than what we saw, because again, they're pretty much only showing what we already have in the game. But the thing about it is, like, the reason why DPS is seeking getting that stuff is because DPS are seeking DPS. And, like, the tanks and healers, they're gonna put more focus on their seeking utility, which is like what they did with seeking, oh, you don't have to worry about being close to cover, you can just jump to cover now. You just get extra AoE stuff, you get more mitigation. Like, they're gonna do crap like that. They're not gonna worry about your seeking damage. They're just going to give you a basic Tekken combo so you can play and do some damage, but you're supposed to just be there to Tekken tank and heal. Ready for a Giga Tank Healer Drought, GG. Yeah.
We originally wanted players to be temporarily immune to all enemy attacks. But we soon realized that we couldn't go quite that far.
無効化できてしまうとコンテンツのギミックなどが成立しなくなってしまうので、代わりに受けるダメージを大幅に軽減できるようになっています。
If we made players completely immune to all attacks, that would kind of mess with a lot of the boss battle mechanics.
PF's going no
So
reborn,
damage
no
reduction won't
up
be a
sync.
full-
Yeah. I mean, unironically, I said this at the start of the stream, like literally playing Reborn literally just looks like a straight DPS loss. Like, even taking out of account what they said about it being slightly better, just looking at Reborn, Reborn versus Evolved just looks like a DPS increase. Because you literally just have less, well, I wouldn't say you necessarily have less to think about, but you have less buttons to press, and you can press stuff, like, you can do stuff. Like, could you imagine, bro? Like, bro, I'm assuming the Tekken cover thing is not gonna be like the same in Tekken. It's not going to be the same in the Reborn as it is in Tekken Evolve. So what, when you play Reborn Paladin, you're just going to have to walk up to cover somebody? Because that joint's not, they're not going to just give you an extra Tekken dash on that, I don't think. So it's like you're actually just playing worse. Like, it's actually, like, you're actually just cooking yourself by playing Tekken Reborn. Like, it's troll. The first step in removing tanks and healers. Like, it's like, I don't know.
100%. But we are looking to have it reduced significantly.
今は 90% 軽減っていうとんでもない数値になって
I assume it's going to be fight dependent which one. See, that's what I thought too when they first said it, but like, I don't really see how there's a downside to Evolve. I don't really like, the only way I could potentially see is maybe like rotation based, but like how could like like as long as they don't, the thing about it is they've already said they're not, even if they take away like mitigation stuff, they're literally just upping everything else to make the other stuff as good as if you had the other mitigation anyway. So it's like your mitigation is not going to get cooked. So the only thing it could really matter about is like your rotational taking advantage. Like, okay, maybe Evol's rotation works better at a certain point, or maybe Reborn's rotation works at a certain point. But it's like, I don't even think that joint's going to matter. Especially if Evolve already is supposed to do slightly more damage anyway. Whatever damage you might miss by missing like one GCD, you're going to make that joint up because it's going to be buffed anyway. So it's like, I don't even see how Reborn is even viable. Maybe battle change and no one plays tanks and healers, so we remember if your job sucks balls, you can bring a raid buff instead. Well, I don't even know if that joint is that. See, I thought about that too when we first said that when they said they were going to remove the raid buffs and stuff, but like, I don't even know if that joint, like, do you really think like it would be optimal to bring like taking like an evolved like Samurai Viper and then bring like a taking regular Bard and I don't know, like Red Mage or something? Like, do you really think they're gonna just keep the raid buffs in that joint and it's just gonna be like, hey, you can just buff your team that's evolved? I don't even know if that joint's gonna taking happen. Because they already said they don't want to design the thinking fights around that joint. So you're just going to get cooked. You're going to come on there and thinking reborn thinking dancer. And every single time your 2 minute comes up, the boss is going to thinking jump away. Like what? Like they already said they don't want to make it around the 2 minute anymore. So I feel like them buffs are going to get cooked regardless. Hector strat, evolve, rotation for DPS, Reborn for tanks, healers, show proof to enter. I'll probably be removing all raid buffs, even in Reborn, I'm sure. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So it's like, literally, what's the point? What's the point of doing Reborn at all? It don't make any sense. I don't know. Don't ask me. I'm a devolve dual crossbow main. Buffs are gone now. That's what it seems like. So it's like if the reborns don't even have buffs to go back to, what's the point in playing them? You're actually just griefing. So I don't know. I don't get it. Well, okay, I do get it. What it is it's literally they don't want to scare anybody. It's the same thing. It's the same thing that they did with Teking Viper. They released Viper, and Viper was the only job that Teking had, like this new battle system. And now that new battle system is becoming the new stuff now. But they're still like, okay, well, we don't want to scare them too much, so we'll just keep Reborn in the game so that people can play that joint until they get comfortable playing the Evolve thing. Because if we just swap it, everybody's going to go into a frenzy. But it's like that joint's cooked, bro. It's over.
So I said it won't be 100%, but currently our internal number that we have.
Yeah, they're removing Reborn mode and expand. That joint's gone.
Now that may still change depending on how tests go.
That joint's gone.
Said, going a little overboard in this case.
Thinking true,
isn't it? Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know. I think it's a stretch to try and balance too.
Right,
yeah,
so
there's no shot. There's no way.
Everything in action.
This is like Reborn is the equivalent of them keeping on like taking PlayStation 4 as long as they have. They're like, you really should buy a PS5, but we'll cater to you and you can have a PS4 too. But it's like you really should be on PS5. Like that's essentially what's going on here. Like that joint's gonna die. Oh snap! I got a book. They already only had this one guy design on the Evolve job. When I joined my Devolve the group in 8.0, they don't have the manpower. Yeah, that joint's cooked. That joint's cooked. There's no way. Wait, did he press? Hold up. He's pressing random crap now. When he came in and pressed a button. Okay, so see, like that one's supposed. Well, okay, no, he jumped, right? So when he jumped, he thinking got it without positional requirements. Okay, so yeah, so he could press that joint wherever. Same thing with whatever his next button is. That sucks it. Dragoon. Yo, she shows him up in a sec. Oh, okay.
Can I do it too?
じゃあ僕の画面お願いします。
If we could switch to gameplay too,
Bro said,
please.
"Can I do it too?" Mom said it's my turn on the controller. So wait, what's the worm wind thing? I said I gotta get those seeking positionals. So like, wait. Let me look at this joint again. So like, you don't even really have a ticking like. You don't even really have a ticking combo, like on God. Cause like he's doing this stuff, like he's going in here and he's doing like sky high into that joint. He's doing jump into ticking. He's doing the left one there, but he could have just gone ticking right here. Like you could literally just do whatever you want. Like you don't have like a 1, 2, 3 per se. You're literally just seeking. Like you have a 1, 2, 3, but you can just go, which is the same thing I said was happened with seeking Viper. Is like you can literally just go side to side. Like you can just do, but you always end up doing the opposite one anyway. But it's like you can kind of go whichever side you want. Although to be honest, this is even more free than Viper because the thing with Viper is like. You got to go through 3 steps in your combo to get to the Teking, like the side or the back. Whereas this one, it's literally just the first hit of the Teking combo. So it's like you could just choose literally like every what, like 3 seconds or something, like or every like 6 seconds or whatever. Like whenever you swap back and forth. Although I guess to be honest, once you Teking finish with that joint, you just go Teking. You just go into your whatchamacallit anyway. You just go into your Seeking Big combo, and I'm guessing I don't even think that joint has Seeking Positionals. Like once you go into this Star Diver thing, he just be pressing buttons. So this this joint, he just does whatever he wants. So you only got the 2 positionals, and you only got to worry about the 2 positionals at the start, and then after that, you just pressing whatever's on off cooldown. Like you're being chilling. More freedom. Wormwind is the dual drag. Oh. Viper Reborn is gonna be crazy, or devolved. I mean, yeah. I'm actually pretty hyped for Viper. Although I might have to play Reaper, bro. If they make Reaper not gauge negative, I might have to play Reaper. Hopefully, the evolve Seeking system can make Reaper not not negative.
So this time we were showing an example. So we had a set rotation that we did, but it's so exhilarating, and I think you will experience that this
You
is
joined
a
my
very
group, I'll let
different
you play.
feel
What do you
as
mean I can play
Dragoon,
Reaper in
so I
this
would love for
group?
everybody to try it out.
Remember, I'm a Seeking melee player. I can swap to Reaper, and everything gets eye level synced anyway. I can just jump to whatever I want. I'm free.
So now this again isn't specific to Dragoon, but all of the jobs, we've tried hard to make these new rotations something that are not only fun to play, but also really represent the feel of each job.
竜騎士といえばジャンプだと思うので、ジャンプ系のアクションにより個性を持たせつつ、さらに爽快感が増すように流血関連の遊びを強化しています。
So for Dragoon, that was about making those signature jump attacks and combining them with the improved Blood of the Dragon mechanics to create something that feels really slick and tight.
他にもアビリティの数の多さとか、それに伴う硬直時間なども整理しているので、かなり楽しめるのではないかなと思っています。
And like Paladin, with Dragoon, there was also originally a glut of these actions, so we worked on paring down that number as we went.
Did he just kick? You guys see that joint? Wait a minute. What did he do there? What was that? Oh, he still has leg sweep. He literally, you see that joint? He slipped a leg sweep in there to make it look more cool. He just slipped that joint in there right there.
はい、以上、竜騎士のエボルブモードでのご紹介でした。一度パワポに戻してください。
Okay, so that's all for Evolve Mode for Dragoon. Let's return to the PowerPoint so I can get ready the next job.
Alright, let me see the white mage.
さあ、では玉木くんの方の実況をお願いします。
All right, I think he's ready. Gameplay 1, please.
また出てきた。
また出てきました。
Another one of those.
Like,
はい、次は
Is there
白
a
魔
mage?
導士です。今現在の白魔導士はヒーラーの中でも扱いやすいジョブですし、プレイされている方も非常に多いジョブなので違和感なく移行できるようにしました。その中でもいくつか変更点があります。
All right, so out of all of our healing
no
jobs,
spoilers
White
are
Mage
bad. Well, I
is
heard what they were talking about. It sounded like they got like a lot of off GCDs or something. That's what I heard when I was listening to it earlier.
easy to use, and that's why that there's a lot of people who play it. And that's why we wanted to make the transition from Reborn mode to Evolve mode as smooth and accessible as possible. That said, there's still some major differences.
まず、ジョブハットにサンクチュアリシンボルというものがあります。これは回復魔法で味方を回復した時に付与されます。
Okay, so first up here you can see the Sanctity gauge, and this fills every time you cast a healing spell on an ally.
Sanctity gauge, my guy.
So I'm going to use this. Okay, fact.
あ、自分しか回復しないのね。
Oh no, you're only healing yourself, huh?
Wait, what happened to the gauge? It's still green. Oh, it's the pink one. Okay.
はい、このスタックが溜まった状態で、ホーリーサンクチュアリーという魔法を実行すると、
Notification.
スタック数に応じたダメージが上乗せ
The
され
heck
ま
is
す。
that blue thing?
So this is directly connected with a new action called Holy Sanctuary that when cast, depletes the gauge and deals damage in proportion to the stack.
Oh. Wait, which one was that?
Deals damage in proportion to the stack.
Okay, the top one. Okay.
このシステムの目
That
的
joint
なん
was
ですが
instant cast, too.
GCD の回復
Well, wait, was it instant cast?
この
Damage in proportion to the
It's
stack.
just a long animation, but that. Oh no, never mind. Never mind. You actually do have the cast. Oh, and that joint Deaking heals too. They didn't mention that part. That joint also healed Deaking 50k.
このシステムの目的なんですが、GCD の回復魔法を実行した際に DPS のロスをしづらくすることです。
So basically, the thinking behind the implementation of this is to prevent the inevitable DPS loss that occurs when using global cooldown healing spells.
特に高難度コンテンツにおいては、厳しい DPS チェックに対して、GCD は回復魔法ではなく、なるべく攻撃魔法に回すことを求められるケースがありました。
So this becomes especially relevant in some of the more high-level content, where a lot of times white mages are asked to ignore global cooldown healing magics to make sure that parties don't fail their DPS checks.
ヒーラーはあくまでも味方を守ることがメインの役割であってほしいので、このシステムを追加することで GCD ヒールの重要性を上げています。
So we want healing to be a healer's main priority, so this new feature is meant to do just that.
まあなのでちゃんと栄称があるけど GCD ヒールをすることでこのスタックが溜まってそれによって、強力な攻撃が打てる。なので回復魔法を唱えることで自身の DPS も上げられるっていう、まあ要はヒールをしながら DPS も出すっていうところに、今回このエボルブモードのホワイトメイジにはそういった仕組みを実装しています。
So to supplement to that, of course, there will be cast time involved, but by casting a global cooldown heal, you will still be able to attack. And so it's kind of like a heal plus have DPS. And that's how we will have it for the evolved mode.
またこの変更に伴って、基本攻撃魔法が無栄称になっています。先ほど説明させていただいた通り、栄称付きの回復魔法を重要視したので、その分攻撃を行いやすくしました。
So in conjunction with this, we've removed casting times for most white mage attack spells. We want the main focus to be on healing spells with their cast times and not on the attacks.
Yeah, Bimbo the white mage. Oh snap, bruh. Bruh. Alright, I see why you're mad, bro. You ain't gotta do nothing now. Bruh, that's half of the battle with thinking playing mage. Like thinking playing healer in general. Is seeking having to cast and move, like slide cast and thinking when do I heal, when do I need to do DPS? Now it's just like you just slide around and just seek and press that joint.
無栄称になることで各種アビリティも使いやすくなりますし、コンテンツのギミックにも対応しやすくなると思っています。
By making non-healing basic attack spells instant, it makes them easier to implement in rotations without
no more easy 100s on healer, Suko. All the times when you were actually good at slide casting versus all the people that just didn't DPS, they're just gonna be brain dead. Boop 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 boop. Left click, left click, left click, left click, left click. Everybody gets 100 now. When everybody gets 100, no one does. They still have Swit cast. Probably, I mean, it's probably for the heals, right? Or like this thing. I mean, granted, this thing was really fast, but like you could Swift cast because they said they weren't gonna take it off all of them, but
healing
most of them.
Easier to incorporate into duty content strategies.
Heals and red, yeah, heals and res.
今実機でお見せしたので気づいた方もいらっしゃるかと思うんですが、これまで基本攻撃魔法は同じ魔法を連続で打っていたんですが、単調さを軽減するために1ダメと2ダメで
Suko's gonna be like remove Swift cast, and the first time he has to actually res somebody, he's gonna be like, I'm never playing healer again, bro. He's gonna be like, I'm never playing healer again. They don't gotta cast it all anyways.
魔法が発動するようにもなっています。
Finally, we recognize that a lot of white mages were using the same basic attack spells over
They
and over
murdered
again.
my Astro.
So, to alleviate that monotony, we're tweaking certain spells to have different effects the first and then second times you cast them in a row.
So you get procs, my guy. Congrats. You get procs.
はい、それでは一通りアクションを使ってみます。
Bro, see that?
Alright, so let's see.
What do they even mean? I mean, I guess you get a different animation, right? But you're literally, you remember, guys, you consolidated the buttons. You're still pressing the same thinking button. The heck? You literally press the same button into each other. What's the difference? like, yeah, you get a different animation, but it's the same thinking thing.
Everything in action once more.
One gameplay change. Like, bruh, what? What are they talking about? Same button, different animations, smilers. Bruh. Oh, Snappy Swift casted that joint, bruh.
白魔同士は他にも細かいところを調整していて、これまで以上に扱いや
Nice
すい
not to
状
see
態
the
になる
same.
よう
I
に
mean,
しま
it
した。
is nice, but like, come on, bro. It's nice, but like, come on, bro. When from what they said to like what they showed is like, bruh. Now it's half the time. What?
So we've tweaked a lot of different things and tried our best to make White Mage even easier to use than before.
Even easier, huh? The easiest healer got even easier.
アクアベールを統合してボタン数を削減しつつチャージアクション化したりしてます。
For example, consolidating Divine Benison and Aqua Veil into a single action and then adding charges to this.
What the heck? What do you mean you get both of these?
テンポランスの効果中は、移動速度が上がるようにしてより便利なアクションになるように調整しました。
With Temperance, to make it easier to use, we've added an extra effect to increase movement speed after casting Temperance.
I'm dead. They get a sprint boost. What is Divine Grace? Was that already in the game? I don't think you play White Mage anymore. Is that already in the game? True, and yeah, it's pretty true. Yeah, I wasn't gonna play thinking White Mage either, man. I didn't even think mine's level 100 yet.
And the changes to the global cooldown for healing magic to ensure DPS doesn't drop should help make it easier for first-time healers to get a better grasp of the job.
Oh snap, first-time healers.
Now is a great time to start.
はい、以上白魔導士の、ご紹介でした。
Okay. That's all for White Mage.
They ain't show crap for this job, bro. Yeah, this one's even more undercooked than thinking the tanks were, to be honest. They essentially said, "Hey, you just don't gotta cast. You ain't gotta cast damage skills." That's essentially what they said for a healer.
With White Mage, I know a lot of players use the White Mage, and so we wanted to make it simple. But we have listened to the feedback that we had received, so that we have a job that heals but also can attack.
Brother, it could already do that though. That's the thing.
Okay, let us switch back to the PowerPoint.
All right. Oh my god, it did the thing again.
One more.
Oh, wait, no, it didn't. Okay. All right, show me Bard. Honestly, I don't know anything about Thinking Bard now, so I'm like the worst person to look at this. I don't play the range, except Dancer, kinda.
はい、銀融指示に関しても竜騎士と同じようにメカニクスに大きな変更を行っています。
So just like with Dragoon, Evolve mode for Bard will see some major changes to the mechanics.
Maybe it'll actually be fun now. Instead of thinking spamming the same crap and up in your dots. Hey, did they remove dots actually? Hey, wait, did they remove dots? wait. Did they remove the dots? I don't see the thinking dot thing. Did they remove dots? Are they gone?
So the main concept we're aiming for with this is maintaining that Bard's strength as a supporting role to other party members, while putting more emphasis on songs, specifically when and where you execute which songs.
まずジョブハットのミンストレルシンボルというものがあります。これを消費して、賢人のバラード、軍神のパイオン、旅神のメネートのいずれかの歌アクションを実行します。
So here we have the performance gauge. This bar is consumed to cast Mage's Ballad, Army's Paeon, and the Wanderer's Minuet.
それぞれの歌にはパーティーへのバフ効果があって、賢人のバラードはリジェネ、軍神のパイオンは移動速度アップ、旅神のメネットはバリア効果になっています。歌う順番は自由なので、ギミックに合わせて歌い分けることができます。
So each of these songs grants parties a buff. Regen for the ballad, increased movement speed for the paeon, and barrier for the minuet. And songs can be sung in any order in order to best match what is currently going on in battle.
またこれらの歌アクションを実行した直後は、銀融詩人自身も強力なウェポンスキルを実行できるようになります。それぞれの歌ごとに違うプレイ感になっていて、賢人のバラードはこれまでの銀融詩人にものイメージにもあるドットに関する遊びになっています。I can't wait to use this, cook this over, hop on GBF. I'm already here.
Weapon skills that will allow for a variety of different playstyles.
I mean, honestly, like. I mean, I kind of still agree, yeah. But, like, at least I'm on DPS, bro. DPS look kind of fun. Dragoon look kind of fun. The thing I think I'm most afraid of is that I'm afraid they're gonna get boring like really fast. That's what I'm afraid of. I'm afraid I'm gonna see that joint. Like, I feel like they're gonna put so much emphasis into like the consolidation stuff that I'm gonna get bored really, really fast. That's like the only fear I have right now. But I don't know. I want to see Viper. I want to see Viper. I kind of want to see Reap. Heck, I even want to see Dragoon at like level 110. I want to see what they look like. I kind of don't care about Ninja, I'm gonna be real. Especially because Ninja don't got no Theeking raid buff no more. I ain't gotta play that joint. It ain't no more Theeking, Theeking, I gotta go Ninja because Seeking, we don't have a Scholar, so we ain't got no crit. I ain't gotta worry about crit no more. I can just Seeking go in and play whatever I want. Theeking, I don't want to play with you anymore, Viper. Or not Viper, Theeking Ninja. I don't want to play with that joint anymore. And can we just share? Have they announced that we can share gear yet? Because if there's no buffs, why the heck is my gear Theeking like split up between 8 different factions?
Up a damage over
What about Summoner? I don't care about them. Go to the real keynote. Oh, is it still happening right now?
And no one will be left alive.
That's Halmaron.
No one.
It's over. Bro, why did you tell me now? Why did you tell me now? You goes McKinney. Oh, I watched that part. I watched that. You mean the part like all the way at the start? I watched this stuff at the start. Well, I watched some of this stuff at the start. I watched some of this stuff. I saw like Theeking. I saw like some of these pictures. I saw Theeking.
Gap every other patch.
Yeah, I saw the new item level thing. But the new item level thing, I feel like that joint's cooked anyway though, because then they say that you still need like Theeking, like you still need the gear, right? Because you still need the gear so you can put like melds and crap in it. So you're still gonna be like if you don't have the gear, you're like still cooked, right? Nah? What do you mean nah? You got a meld? Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. So you still need gear. Are you gonna sync the item level? But I mean that joint don't matter. I mean that's like having BIS but having no melds. Right? You need one piece, it sounds. Alright, let me find this part. Let me just listen to it. Because the way it made it sound to me is it was like if I had BIS on Viper, I would technically already have BIS on Dragoon, but it's like if I had BIS on Viper, I would also have BIS on Dragoon, but since I actually have the BIS on Viper, I can meld my Viper, but I wouldn't be able to meld Dragoon. So my Dragoon would still be not doing the damage it's supposed to be doing if I actually had the gear. You need one piece of sound. Melds are probably going to be a separate system. What I understand, you need the gear, but not the best of the best. Even if it's suboptimal because of missing meld, it's nice that you can play other jobs. I mean, yeah, it's nice to play, but that joint don't matter to me. Because like if we're not gonna get Theeking World first, but it's like if we're trying to prog an ultimate early, I'm not gonna like they're not gonna just let me be like, oh, you want to swap to Dragoon and I have no gear. Like I can't just swap to Dragoon. I'm still cooked. I need the melds. The melds are not tied to gear, little go. All right, let me find this part.
During those odd patches like 0.1s.
Let me find that part.
And this can end up lowering
this for the extreme Andes and such.
During that time.
Where's the part where they talk about the item level?
Oh yeah, Savage Gear right up there, the top, that tab.
Did I already pass it?
Yeah, you're gonna have to wait for details. Sorry.
Nah, it's got to be before this because I watched that part on my lunch break. It's got to be before this. They mentioned melding. All right, I gotta find it. I just gotta skip through. I can't. Wait, was this it? Is this it? Okay, I think this is it. I think this is it.
Those backgrounds.
Not that.
Okay, update.
I think it's this. I don't remember what this is. I don't think the highest tier. Perfectly applicable. Can't remember, man. He speaks so much Chinese, Japanese. Alright, let me see, let me see.
Again, the armory system is something that's gone pretty much untouched for the past 13 years.
Yeah, we know.
ファイナルファンタジー14のアーマリーシステム、一人のキャラクターで全てのジョブがプレイ可能であるというのは非常に大きなメリットなので、まあ当然それはそのまま残ります。
Look at the lock
So yeah,
slots.
as you know, the armor system sets us apart from other MMOs in that it allows players to experience multiple classes and jobs with just a single character. That's not going to change.
ただ、これまでは装備とかアイテムレベルはやっぱり共通ではなくて、基本的にジョブごとにちゃんと成長させてくださいというのが今のアーマリーシステムです。
But again, that also means that gear and item level are also specific for each job. And this forces players who want to specialize in multiple jobs to gather gear and increase item level for each job separately.
Okay.
新たなアーマリーシステムの進化として、ジョブのレベルそのものは今まで通り、それぞれのジョブレベルをちゃんと上げてくださいというのは変わらないです。
So in 8.0, jobs will still exist, and you'll still have to level them separately. But
ただし、アイテムレベルについては、最も高い、アイテムレベルのジョブの値を他のジョブにコピーできるようにします。
But now players will be able to reflect their highest item level to other jobs.
Okay, yeah, we got this though. But I'm trying to figure out about BIS. My biggest head scratch. I'm wondering if you get a baseline gear set with every season. Oh yeah, there is Seeking Battle Pass now, right?
ただしですよ。ただし、まだ使用検討中ですけど、マテリアとかサブパラメーターとか、それぞれのジョブを究極に強くしたいって考えたら、それぞれのギアをちゃんと揃えてください。
Again,
それはモチベーションをね、ちゃんと両方作りたいっていうことなので。
okay, we're still hammering out the details. So, again, this won't include like stat boosts awarded by material. We still want players that really want to maximize things to have something that, gives them motivation for that.
ただ、やっぱりこれまでレイドのね、サベージをヘルプしたいみたいな時になかなかね、アイテムレベル、ギア揃わなくてヘルプできないよみたいなことあったと思うんですけど、これまで以上に複数のジョブでプレイしやすくなると思います。
But for the majority of players, this new feature means that you now have more freedom to choose how and what you want
Bro,
to
see
play.
that's what I'm saying though.
You wanted to help out, with a savage raid, but you didn't have the right gear. Or you wanted to go as one job, but it hadn't been leveled up and you wouldn't be able to go. Now,
詳細な仕様は今後さらにね、お伝えしていきますが、このアーマリーシステム進化させて、これまで以上にたくさんのプレイスタイルを許容していきたいと思います。
again, we still have a lot of details to tell you in the future, but again, this is opening up the game for more players to play a lot of different ways rather than being kind of forced into one job. So please look forward to the information that we have in the coming months.
Yes, I mean that's what he said though. He said there's still something to chase after with like the materia or whatever. That's what I'm saying. So it's like, I mean, it's cool because it's like you get to play like if I wanted to, like, if I was playing with thinking, I don't know, some random group, like I could go play like thinking tank or healer. But I'm going to be unoptimal. Like, I'm not going to be maxed out. So you still got to get the Tekken gear. If you want to play, like, at the level that me and Suka are Tekken playing with, it's like, you still got to get the gear. I think they're going to get more in line with referring, so you get a reward by playing and doing your daily, weekly. It'll be free. Never mind, Tall Water System trash the expansion. See you in 9.0. I can't get rid of that. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. So it's like, it's nice. It's nice. And honestly, it'll probably make Tekken. Do you know how good that joint will be for like Tekken leveling, bro? Well, I guess you're going to get synced anyway, though. So I guess it doesn't really Tekken matter. But like it's nice. But it's just like, you're still cooked on Tekken like like the high end level, you're still chops because you still got to get the BIS stuff. Yeah, I mean, I want to get. I think the way it should be, like baseline, like they're setting up the system right. I think baseline, what they should do is they should just have a tank, a healer, a melee DPS, a fizz range DPS, and like a caster DPS. They should just have a BIS that's shared between all those seeking roles. Like each role has their own BIS, and you just put it on all of them, and then you can just like when you get your job gear and crap, you can just glamour that joint on. But you have like your base gear that's just it's shared with all them joints. And then it's just the BIS. Like you don't have to change anything. Although to be fair, I mean that's like kind of close how it is now. It's just seeking the melee DPS is the ones that get cooked. The melee DPS is the ones that get cooked. I don't know. Oops. I don't know, bro. It's over. Screw you, CP. I mean, I told you, bro. That's what I heard. I knew that joint was like that. What else did they say in here?
Not just the skin tones and the hair color, but also the eyes as well.
Yeah, I saw this joint, but this joint ain't free, is it? Don't you still got a Fantasia for this? There's no way they're giving up those Fantasia funds.
It's all about individuality and what you want to do and creating styles that were impossible.
But it just means you can do seeking colors that weren't available before. These seeking boring cat girls. Them joints. I retweeted a picture of this joint. Let me see where that thinking thing is. Let me find that thing I thinking retweeted earlier. That joint is seeking funny. For these cat girls, bro. Hold on. These seeking cat girls. These cat girls are literally this. Oops. Look exactly the same. Yeah. The this was the meme for the cat girl. It's literally the same thinking thing, bro. If they don't stop with these seeking graphics and just work on the actual game, man. They always talking about, oh my god, graphic update, bro. Ain't nothing changed. Okay, this was kind of cool though. I kind of did like this. I kind of like that you could take off like pieces of the gear. I thought that was kind of cool. You know, it's only going to be like 10 pieces though that you can do it on, and they're going to have to wait like 5 years before they get through all the gear, but it's kind of cool. It also kind of sucks too because like this one, like some of these are like obvious, but I already know there's going to be outfits. There's going to be like for example, this one, right? Like you can take off this little tie and you can take off this joint, but like you probably can't take off like this jacket. If you wanted to just wear this part of the jacket, you're not gonna be able to. So it's gonna be the same thing as like how they have color systems right now, where it's like they kind of give you like some base models for the color systems, but you can't really like necessarily choose anything besides like whatever they decide to pick. Like whatever arbitrary pick that they decide to do, that's like it. Like even like this is like you can't. It's not like you can like roll down the sleeves on this joint. You can just get rid of the backpack. Like that's it. About the ERPs though. Well, it's 14 pup. Let's get back to GBF. I gotta learn 14's dead. Bruh. Unironically, can we watch the Tiki trailer again, bro? The trailer was. I actually like this trailer like quite a bit, bro. This trailer was kind of hitting. I'm gonna have the transmog stream where you update your Lalafell. I don't even want to change anything on my Lalafell. I like the way Hello East looks. The battle changes do seem cool though. The trailer goes hard. So like, can I be real? This trailer thinking feels like this trailer feels so much. It feels like a mix of thinking Heavensward and Shadowbringers. And I saw this cheeky comment that was like 3.0 for Heavensward plus 5.0 for Shadowbringers equals 8.0 for this joint. And I'm like, unironically, yeah, because this thing like it really feels like thinking Heavensward plus Shadowbringers. Like they got like the thing about it is they need like that like underlying like sense of dread. They didn't have that joint in Dawn Trail. It was too happy. It was too happy. They need that little dread. I'm back to Shadowbringers field. 14 trails usually hit minus the taco. We're literally, bro. We need bad things. Yes, yes. But yeah, this joint was actually, I actually like this trailer quite a bit. Trailer's a happy summer adventure, and it won't even happy. Also, looking at it again, I guess we are like actually trying to freaking rejoin them again. I don't know. They really said Emmett Selk was right. Emmett Selk had a point. Let's just rejoin him.
One more time. It's my favorite story.
Oh, you know it better than me by now. But if you insist.
Yes! All right, I'm ready. Tell me about the promised land.
Long, long ago. In a time few yet recall. Life prospered, for the world was rich in plenty. Majestic trees stood sentinel over.
The building up was really good. Yeah, the music in this trailer is really nice.
From towering peaks sprang rivers, flowing into and feeding great seas. And noble kingdoms flourished, wanting for naught. But then came the relentless ice. The world grew cold, cold and still. Men succumbed to bitter sorrow. And as we
And doing the drop cam, we calculate. Yeah.
they marched, and all was lost.
Bro. Yeah, these joints. Hold on, I gotta stop it, bro. Cause these joints, these I don't know what's going on here, but this joint looks really freaking cool. Like I don't know what this is, where it's like thinking these monsters just seeking start spawning in and just seeking walking around the thinking planet. I don't know what that is.
We had no choice but to flee to the sky.
Also, finally some thinking Owl Raw action.
Then what happened?
The land below became a frozen waste.
Send them feel for the trial. As excited to figure out what's happening. Yeah.
When they arrived,
The traveler. The one from the sky.
aye, though in those days we knew them as far wanderer.
We're looking like an actual Bloodborne character. But you know, like the thing about it too is like on this seeking part, like this is like my favorite part here. This seeking, I like this part going into this thing with the Owl Raw. But like when I watched this trailer the first time, I had to watch it a couple times. But I think this joint's like high key a bait. Cause like the way it is, like the way it's framed and the way she talks about it, like it's like this joint seems like it's going into the sky, right? But like I think this part is on the thinking planet. That's why it's so thinking snowy. I think this joint's on the thinking planet. Like whatever this thing is, I think that joint's on a planet. And maybe they like taking like, you know that one thing in Endwalker, how they could like beam people up to the moon and that ticking tower? Maybe that's like how this joint is, where it's like this is how you get in the air or something like that. But I think this joint's on the planet. I don't think this joint's in the air. And then he also looks up too, which makes me think he's looking up. Like if he's already in the sky, why would he be looking up again? It don't make any sense. First time seeing the trailer, and I think it's nice. Neat. It is. Didn't she say the planet is covered in ice? And yeah, exactly. But like my point is though, when you first watch, like when I first watched the trailer, the way it's framed from this point, it's like we're on the thinking ground, like we're on ground level right now, and then it frames it and it goes up. And it's like you go up into the clouds and then you hit this. But I don't think this joint's in the sky. Like the way they frame that transition, it's like you're going up. But I don't think it's actually up. I think that joint's still on the planet. Because I got like freaking confused. I got baited at start. Okay, what's your name? Who do you think that old lady is? I don't think the old lady matters. I don't think the old lady matters. I think the only person that the only two people I think that matter are probably this guy and this girl. These are probably the only two, because if you see it, if you look on the thinking, like this thing, that chick is still there. So this chick probably pulled like a Menphilia, and she probably like her and that dude probably created this thing, and that thing is probably how they got up in the sky or something. But I think that old lady is just there to thinking narrate, I think. I don't think she's a real person. I don't think the kid's a real person either. I think they're just seeking, I think they're just people. And if they do exist, they're like, because the thing too, well, okay. The only other thing, see, I did look at this old chick a couple times, but like she doesn't have like any Al Raw thinking features, right? Because what I was thinking is maybe this old lady is the thinking Al Raw girl, and this is just when she's older or something, and this is like either her kid or like an adopted kid. She's telling the story, because like the way that they're describing this, it seems like these people are already in the sky, because she literally talks about, like the old lady talks about, like even on this part, she says like, as people had to survive, we had no choice but to go up into the skies. So it's like, it makes me assume that they're already thinking in the air. I don't think they're on thinking ground level.
They marched, and all was lost. We had no choice but to flee to the sky.
Yeah. Was the way this story is being told, this old chick is recalling the past. Yeah. So the only theory I can have for the old lady is just that it's this chick. But like even here, like this chick has a hood on right now, and her Al Raw like ear things are still out of the hood. So like I don't think the old lady is this chick. Also, like the fact that this chick turns into ice makes me think she just seeking died as a sacrifice. So I don't think she's a thinking. I don't think the old lady's an Al Raw. So I feel like she either isn't real, or she's somebody we don't know about yet.
Below became a frozen waste.
And then the skies could also mean other planets, stars. I don't know. And see that's what confused me about this part, is because like the way this thing is framed, and how this thing is like in the thinking whatchamacallit, how this thing is like in the logo, I thought, okay, this is probably like their bastion in the sky. This is how they thinking survive. But again, now I'm thinking this joint is seeking ground level. So it's like, I don't know where the heck they are in the sky. I don't know. I mean, they could pull a thinking, like they could have like a thinking 100 line going on, where like 100 line, they got like the fake moon that's kind of like just orbiting the planet essentially. But I don't think, like, the thing about it though is I don't think they went to different, like, they're not in different planets and crap, because I feel like if they went to different planets, like, who's gonna even tell us to go here in the first place? That's the thing. And also the other thing too is like, if you go here, like The thing about it too, I don't think it's different planets. I think it's actually just Sky Islands. Cause like if you look at this place is like a freaking Sky Island, like in Heavensward. Like where they drop in at, this joint's a, oh snapper, freaking lag. This joint's a freaking Sky Island. So this is probably above, like down there is probably all the ice. But this is like a Sky Island. So they're on some freaking Granblue type stuff. Where they're probably just on Sky Islands that are above the thing. They're still on the planet. Well, quote unquote on the planet. But I don't think they're gone. Old woman is the one who taught you Stola. Honestly, I'm gonna be real. When I first started this trailer, like the first time I was listening to it, I couldn't really tell that the kid was an Al Ra. I thought this was actually thinking the old lady witch, and I thought the kid was Yashola. I couldn't tell that it was a thinking an Al Ra kid. So I actually thought that's who it was. But yeah, like I think this part they're like above the snow-covered planet. And I think that's probably how like most of the people on the 4th are like surviving. They're probably on like a Sky Island.
The world grew cold and still. Men succumbed to bitter sorrow. And as we struggled to survive, they marched.
In Heavensward, that dude. Yeah.
We had no choice but to flee to the sky.
See, the other thing you have to know, like for all you newbies about this seeking. See, this is like a double bait, unironically, because all you newbies for when it comes to Final Fantasy trailers, they always do this. Whenever they release a trailer for an expansion in Final Fantasy, they release it in like segments. And like when you see this transition here, this transition right here doesn't probably actually go to this. It probably goes to something else. They essentially make like a 7-minute trailer and they cut that joint down to like 3 minutes. And they just put in like these random ticking transitions and stuff. So it's like as the Fanfests come out, they're gonna release more of this trailer. Said it started snowing. Oh snap, freaking OBS died. God dang it, bruh. Not again. Bruh. Oh wait, it's back? Oh, there it is. Alright, we back. We back. Hello? We back? Hello? Moshi? We back? It's back? Okay. But what I was saying is I don't even know who the freaking villain is in general. She just said it started getting cold. She said the snow just happened. So I don't know who the villain is. There is no villain. But yeah, I don't know. I'm interested. I'm interested. I'm also interested on, like, I tried to pause it on this seeking part. I'm gonna see if I can do it again since I'm on seeking whatchamacallit. Since I'm on PC. I wanna know what is this? What are we on right now? To get to the seeking whatchamacallit. Like, what is that? What is this? Is that the spaceship that we use to go to Ultima Thule? Like, what is this thing that we're on? Heavensward ship? Hi, Sarso. What is that? I don't know what that is. Really not the right word. They make it seem like things marching are a problem, but I think they'll actually be peaceful. Oh. I mean, I don't think so. But yeah. Probably one of the big beast things. They're from the Heavensward Alliance raid, probably. Make the most sense. But yeah. Anywho, I think that trailer's pretty freaking good.
For nothing lies beyond the solstice.
Oh, they're playing the Seeking trailer again.
And no one
I honestly, I'm gonna be real. I didn't even watch this trailer the first time.
and death.
Is that Golbez, by the way?
For another journey across the
Stream's over, noob. Oh. All right. Well, I didn't see this. So I'm gonna watch the Seeking 7.5 trailer. Those last 30 seconds has so much aura.
And the reflections are home to irreplaceable life. I would protect them all if I could. But if doing so means ushering in complete annihilation, then what can we possibly do?
Oh snap! Did they just take the thing out of the whatchamacallit? I'm getting a spooky game stream tonight, right? Don't push your luck, pal. I showed up to Seeking stream the Final Fantasy stuff. Nice try. Dude, Beastmaster is so garbage, bro. I'm so tired of these Seeking limited jobs, bro. I'm not. Ain't nobody playing that.
The star is tolerant to life.
This song's kind of nice.
It holds no grudges. And neither rages nor weeps for being sundered.
Dude, I don't even think I did the second 24 man. Nonetheless, the third.
You've no recourse but to cower before my true power.
Mayhap the time has come for another journey across the salt.
No amount of devastation and death can compel it to stop the wheels of creation from turning. So many seeds of life have already been lost.
Yeah, what's Golbez doing there, bro?
Countless perish as nature runs its course. Yet in spite of this, people continue to believe that the morrow will come. But it will not. For nothing lies beyond the solstice. And no one will be left alive. No one.
I didn't say what the range GPS was, right? No. Not just Golbez 02. Bro, don't nobody care about her. Bro, she lost all her aura when she became a Seeking Paladin. Don't nobody care about her now.
You think you'd won? Guess I'll have to spice things up.
God, I don't want to fight Kefka, bro. Alright, this joint over? Oh, they're literally just playing what I just... Oh, wait. Okay. Alright, it's over. Why are these dudes still talking in here, then? Alright, it's over.
If doing so means
Alright, well...
complete annihilation.
That was something, I guess. Anywho, we're here to watch the suffering. The joint's gonna be so A's. It's gonna be so A's. I'm just glad at least they made it June 2nd. So hopefully, I'm really hoping it's Seeking. I'm hoping it's like Seeking through levels of easy so we can just beat it in a week. And Seeking, I can beat it before the Illustrious Transcendence comes out. And then I don't have to Seeking worry about it anymore. I mean, I'm gonna have to do weeklies, but besides that. As your content creation manager, trying to make a new player's guide to GBF for the heck no. Bro, we already got the new player YouTubers, bro. That's Vaz and DY. I'm the Seeking, hey, if you don't spend money on the game, you Seeking are gonna die content creator. I'm not here for the newbies. That's not my channel. I'm a menace to society. All right, let me get a Seeking playlist. I think I will listen. I'll torture myself with more Nikkei music. That's what I'll do. Sorry, but as your manager, I'm gonna need you to prioritize the Chocolas. No. It is the whale people hate, and that's why he spends so much money only for Wattos. True. Don't make him bestow the GBF community to you. Yeah, I asked her about that joint yesterday, and she's like, I was like, what do you want me to do with them? And she's like, whatever you want. And I'm like, what does that even mean? Tag me. But yeah, bro. Anyway, time to farm these seeking raids. I don't even know why I'm farming these seeking dog water raids, bro. Just to waste my seeking berries. You're addicted. I mean, the thing about it is I should be addicted to farming something better. Like these raids I'm only farming because they're new, but like I don't even need them. Oh yeah, I never even did my draws. Hey, watch me get that light chick that I'm missing. Ariette. Oh my god, I'm actually gonna get her. I can't believe. Okay, never mind. You know, this happened because Tsukuyomi was up here and I looked at her thighs a little bit too long. I was looking at these thighs and down here a little bit too long, and I just morphed reality. Because I stared at it too long. And then I got a dupe. Pop on brown dust too. Holy moly, I'm looking. Those sound like a terrible idea, but what did they put in the raid armor or weapon into the middle tier raid difficulty so players can prepare better for savage difficulty? What middle tier raid difficulty? Extremes? Is that what you're talking about? What is middle tier difficulty? New hard mode. Wait, is that real? There's actually a hard mode now? Or is this a theoretical? Yes? When the heck did they say that? Do I gotta do that joint too? What's the point in hard? It's in the keynote, dude. What's the point in hard mode? Bro, I'm not trying to clear that mess too. Set new third difficulty between normal and savage. Bro, why though? Dude, I don't want a thinking do hard version, bro. I'm not trying to do all that. I'll probably drop with normal. Hey, at least whenever we're prepping for Savage, we don't have to do the normal versions like 50 times. I guess that's good. That's one benefit. Because that joint be getting annoying. I hate when we do that joint. I hate prepping, bro. I'm gonna be so real. I hate prepping. Yes, prep. Prep. Useless. No prep in my group. Thank you. Dude, can I be so real? Can I be so real, bro? And I don't know if any of them are here. Probably not, bro. But like, dude, I hate whenever we prep for like an ultimate. Like we were prepping for an ultimate by doing Teaking Omega, bro. What the heck is Omega gonna teach me, bro? For one thing, I already did that fight before. And that joint I don't even have follow-ups to my Reawaken combo in Omega, bro. That joint don't teach me nothing. Like, it would unironically be better prep for me to just do the latest tier again. I would rather just try and like why don't we ever prep by trying to do like speed kills or something? Like, I would rather do that than try and go back and do a freaking old fight. That joint doesn't do anything for me. It's literally just wasting my time. Like, I hate doing that joint. I hate it so much. You're joining my devolved group? Bro, I'm about to join nobody's group. I'm about to freaking quit the game. They're never gonna give me my Ascian ultimate, bro. But yeah, like I hate prepping. I hate prepping. So you hate me just Bruh. Bruh, Suko, why didn't you come back to Thinking Heal when we why didn't you come back to play Dancer? We needed a replacement for a Fizz range and a healer. You could have played either one. We need you, brother. Because 14 sucks balls. Okay, true and real, but like, come on. Oh yeah, I guess gear. I mean, we could have fed you gear though. You still got like 3 months. The only thing you'd have to do is tombstones. We could have just fed you gear. I'm good, thanks. Oh my god. Bruh. Not joining your prison experience. Bro, it wouldn't be prison if you were here, bro. I'd actually be able to have fun. Prison sim? Bruh. Dude, I'm telling you though, I really hope Kefka goes down in a week or less. Because I'm really not trying to spend more time than I have to on that fight, bro. But hopefully the way it goes is seeking. Hopefully we kill Kefka in like a week after Kefka comes out. Then it's like Illustrious Transcendence. Then that joint goes into. Well, wait. Okay, hold up. That joint's June 2nd, right? So June 2nd. Yeah. So like we kill Kefka in a week. Then on the 9th we have like we just do Kefka again. Then hopefully the Illustrious Transcendence comes out on like the 16th. And then Guild War is the next week afterwards. Like that joint would be perfect. That joint would be perfect. PG 3-month prog. If it's 3-month prog, they gotta rep me. They gotta rep me because I'm not gonna have time. Like they gotta rep me because not only do I have to stop to do Guild War, but I also have to. I'm going to Anime Expo, so it's like they're gonna have to rep me. I'm not gonna be around for 3 months. Am I a bad viewer for wishing longer? Yes. Speaking saddest. Bro, 1 week is already bad enough. Especially with how the thing about it, when we play for 1 week, we're playing like 16-hour days, bro, if not more. I'm not trying to do. I mean, we wouldn't do that joint for more than 1 week anyway. We only do that for 1 week, and then after 1 week, we just go on ticking normal schedule. You're not a bad viewer. Yes, he is. Terrible viewer. But yeah, I don't know, bro. Am I convinced Al that 17-hour days get the clear week 1 for real? I mean, I want the week 1, so I'm okay with that. I want week 1 because I need to get out of that fight as fast as possible. At least like prog wise, I need to get out of that fight as fast as possible. You're getting it on week 3. I mean, like I said, the thing about it, after the first week, we're done anyway. We're cooked. I ain't taking no 3 weeks off thinking work for Kefka. That joint's not happening. On Monday? Bruh. You actually are in prison during week 1 ultimate prog? Yeah, I know. I know. This joint's gonna be so trash. I do not even like Kefka. I don't even like Kefka. And I swear to God, if this fight is only Kefka, bro, I'm ending it. I'm ending it. I can't take another Omega with Kefka. I can't do it, bro. I can't do it. I will be so distraught. 11 p.m. Man, when I heard that, I couldn't help but bruh, dude. Like, why is it Kefka? They only showed like there. I think they're coping and Teking what Kato because they said that joint might have the Teking Warring Triad in it. Bro, that joint's only gonna be Teking Kefka. Watch. It's gonna be just like Teking Omega is. It's just gonna be Teking Kefka. They skip Hades. Me, Kefka too. Kefka and Kefka. Yeah. Yeah, literally. So the thing about it is it's probably just gonna be Kefka. It's probably gonna be Kefka at the start by himself. And then it's probably gonna be Kefka in the thinking whatchamacallit, the statue. And then it's gonna be God Kefka. And then it's gonna be, I don't know, like super Omega God Kefka, because he's gonna get some thinking realization like thinking Omega did. And then it's gonna be like Ultra Omega God Kefka. Just like how Omega evolved. They're too lazy to make a tier DSR game. Kefka Super Saiyan 3. Oh. And if anything, I don't think, why would Kefka have the Warring Triad anyway? Why wouldn't he just have some of the people? Like, I can see it. I feel like it would be more logical, especially because he showed up on the monitor, right? I feel like it would be more logical if Kefka like kind of like hacks into Omega systems and he starts like summoning like Omega Raid series stuff that we fought like in that series that wasn't Omega related. Like, it's gonna be thinking Kefka and thinking Holocanarsis thinking show up. They're gonna thinking dance together or some crap. Like, it's gonna be I feel like it's gonna be something like Omega themes that wasn't Omega himself. Essentially, this is gonna be like the Omega Raid reject raid. That's what it's gonna be. Like, all this stuff that we thought the original Omega Raid was gonna be, this is what's gonna be in it. All the stuff that you thought, oh, this could be an Omega Ultimate, this could be an Omega Ultimate, it's gonna be in this one. Because they're just gonna take out the actual Omega, like the Beetle and the twins and the big machine thing. That's what it's gonna be. It's gonna be the Omega reject raid. Leaked Kefka Ultimate cutscene. This mess.
You're going to love this.
Bro, I'm not gonna watch that. I'm getting copyrighted. But yeah, true. But yeah, I'm calling it now. This is gonna be the Omega reject raid. It's just gonna have all that random stuff in it. You're gonna love this, right? He's just gonna be in the back, like powering up, and he's just gonna start sending bosses at us as he powers up. Sure, it's about to be trash, bro. What, another sword? Actually, do I have all the dark weapons now? Ooh, a book. Can we do a waifu update? I haven't seen the new GBF waifu. Waifu review, that's cinema content. Bro, you haven't seen Grandma yet? Bro, Grandma, where's Grandma? Grandma's right here. You haven't seen Grandma yet? Grandma mecha suit? Holy. I see ears and thighs. Yeah, that's like the only part. Well, not even, because that one of the ears is clockwork too. But that part's not clockwork. This part in there is kind of clockwork. I don't know who else is a thinking waifu that came out. Oh, I guess Seeking. I mean, Apollo already existed, but she came out too. Summer Apollo. The only. Oh, I think that's like all the waifus. I mean, I guess Sandira, the waifu, Zodiac. Gotta get you a chat module for stream that shows emotes. I don't even know how to do that. Your content manager, I'll figure this out. Hey, thanks. Much appreciated. I don't know. We got a lot of dudes. We got a lot of duders. I guess Baija. Baija. The hag. This is hag maxing at its finest. You're looking at that. Let me fucking retweet some art on Twitter, bruh. Who's the top right on stream? Oh, you mean the thinking whatchamacallit? Oh, Fedial? Fedial's old, brother. Fedial? Now this is a waifu. Oh, well, you can't really see the thinking picture that well on this one. I gotta change my thing. This one? Maybe? I don't know which one of these actually changed. Well, it's probably... I think it's this one, actually. Well, no, it's not that one. It's not that one. It's gotta be like this one. Yeah, it's that one. This one. Yeah, she is top tier waifu. That's why she's on the screen. Yeah, top tier waifu. That's all right. Yeah, that's what we didn't see. Shit, when they get the rings, bro, when they get the rings, they're either meta or they're baddies. Sometimes both. Dark Element too, yes sir. Yes sir. Wait, no, I had this. Oh, it was this one that I had swapped. I played this game. I'd main Dark. I mean, Dark's pretty fucking strong right now, so. And water, because I know you hate water. What the heck? Bruh. But yeah, Dark's pretty strong right now. So is water. Water is arguably the strongest Ellie in the game right now. Outside of Versusia, which they will complain and cry about. How does that make you feel? I hate them. I hate them. Although to be fair, the thing about it is like water and earth, which is like my main Ellie, they're kind of like yin and yang, where like everything that water is good in, earth kind of sucks in, but everything that water is bad in, earth is kind of good in. So like even though the water players are like suffering in high level, I'm thriving. Like earth is like arguably one of the best Ellies in the game for high level. You play on easy mode. When it comes to high level, unironically, yes. Unironically, yes. You literally just cruise through stuff so easily. Most stuff. Very easily. Shameless. Bruh. I don't even know how much. I don't know how much longer I'm gonna thinking farm this mess. I mostly started stream to thinking watch the Final Fantasy stuff. Outlast time. It's thinking I'm gonna jump in bed and watch some YouTube video time. What I'm about to do. My brother is tired. Although to be honest, I need to walk another 900 steps before I go to sleep. Or before midnight, should I say. Should hop on ZZZ. Yeah, you should take me with you, bruh. I'm trying to play ZZZ too. The diet fitness stuff going, big dog. I mean, I'm kind of just like stagnant right now. I lost a lot of weight at the end of the last year. I lost like 20 pounds going into this year, but now I'm just kind of sitting at that spot. I haven't really done anything drastic since then. Yeah, we're on maintaining for a while. I'm in diet mode now. Dang. Hey, what are you trying to get down to? Like down 20 pounds. Yeah. I would like to ideally get down another 20 pounds, but I'm kind of like at the point. I was telling this to my trainer the other day. I was like, I'm kind of at the point like when I was doing the stuff I was doing last year, I was kind of like, I have to change. Like I do not like the way I look, the way I feel, like anything like that. I'm like, I have to make a change. But now I'm kind of at a point where it's like, I'd like to go more, but I don't want to go more so much that I'm like, I have to do it anymore. So that's why I'm like partially thinking, that's why I'm like partially stagnant, because I'm just like, I'm okay with where I am. Down 4, so a bit more to go. Gets progressively harder. It does. It definitely does. I don't know. I really just got to get in that thinking lock-in mindset again, but it's like really hard for me to get in that lock-in mindset again when I just don't feel I don't feel like that pressure that I have to make a change. It's like, it's like you said, it's harder. It's harder now than it was before. My slimness was like 180 and I basically couldn't eat anything. It was fish and veggies for most meals. You know, like 4 days a week. Yeah, I'm at thinking 170 right now, and I'm trying to get to 150 or like 155, like somewhere in there. So I'm already down there, and I'm kind of like, that's the other thing too, is like I got a taste of real food again, and I'm like, I kind of don't want to just throw this away. I kind of don't want to go back to the thinking, like you said, fish and veggies and only chicken, like no bread. I kind of don't want to do that again. 20 pounds should probably sit there for a while. Yeah. Make sure to keep watching your weight. See, yeah, I am. I'm very much watching it. Because the thing about it is, I think I've gotten to the point where like, I think I've built up enough habits to not like overeat or anything. It's just that like when it comes to like, you know, if somebody has like a cookie or something, like if they have cookies at work, like before it was like, I can't eat that joint, get that joint away from me. But now it's like, if they have cookies at work, I might eat a cookie now. But I'm still watching pretty heavily to not thinking, because if I went back up again, bro, I might become suicidal, because I ain't trying to do that. I ain't trying to go back that far. Like, I think I'm pretty much at the point where it's like, if I hit 175, like if I went up to 175 at any point, I would be like, okay, it's time to stop. Like we're borderline starving ourselves now, because like nah. That is my thinking, my switch. If I ever hit 175 again, I never want to go up higher than that. Habits are good, but easy to slowly slip away to spare. Yeah. But yeah, I'm kind of just chilling right now. Okay, sure. I'm raid locked again. Release me. Okay. I'm outie king. Alright. Unironically, I'm outie outie too. I'm not gonna lie. I think I'm gonna just take a ticking. I'm gonna get all. Like I said, I mostly came for the ticking Final Fantasy stuff, so I think I'm outie too. I might stream. Well, I'll stream Sunday like how I normally do. I may or may not stream tomorrow. I don't know. But anyway, thanks for hanging out, Suko. We talk more about Final Fantasy in the future. Streamer, which is the best element in your opinion for long content? What is long content? What's long content? High level content? What's long content? Best element is water. Suko, leave! Get out! Get out! What is long content though? What does that mean? Water characters make me long. Man, that's kind of perverted, Mizu. Oh my, how lewd. Dude, also this Seeking setup, like, bruh, I'm doing this Seeking Magnet thing. This joint's cooked. I'm about to just go back to my Seeking 3 button on God. Maybe that's what I do. I just go back to my three button. Yeah, high level. There's no longer content, bro. Every room in co-op I joined just speedrun and Veil. Nothing you can't burst with a Race or Resh fire burst. I mean, I think if you're talking like thinking, if you're talking like, I mean, okay, it really depends on what you're thinking. Whatchamacallit is. Is it too slow? It is too slow. Like, well, the thing about it's not even that it's too slow. It's just that like. Sometimes I go under 155, like depending on if I don't get the chest, I like sometimes go below 155. And the thing about it is like these joints are dying slow enough that the third button wouldn't matter. And if I do three buttons, I'm always going to get my crap. And I don't have to worry about it. Whereas like if I go into this one, I might get cooked. Well, this one might just die anyway. I kind of wish yapping. Like that. You see that joint? I'm at 154. Now, granted, when I joined this realm, I probably needed those 2 buttons to thinking make it so that I made it. But well, never mind. I could have done it even with 3 buttons. It didn't matter. But anyway, to answer your thinking question, that joint's probably like oh yeah, what I was gonna say is it depends on literally the fight you're talking about. Because like when you're talking about thinking anything that's not thinking like FFXIV, Hexa, or Versusia, that joint is like it literally don't matter. It literally don't matter. Or it's like you literally have to play a specific element anyway to play the whatever fight you're talking about. Right? But then FFXIV and Hexa, that joint also low-key doesn't matter either because everybody can kind of just mash in those fights. So unless you're talking about like solo speeds, that joint don't really matter. So that really the only thing we can really talk about is like thinking Versusia. And then if you want to say Versusia, then elements like thinking like light and like earth and like thinking wind are all like really good for that joint. And dark are good for that joint. So it kind of depends on what you're at, like what fight you're actually talking about, as opposed to like high level as a criteria, I guess. Well, in Bahamut can be short too, like 40, 50 seconds. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like it doesn't really matter. So it's like it's literally. Are you talking about Hexa, FFXIV, or Versusia? And if you're talking about Hexa and FFXIV, it's kind of like that joint don't really matter either, unless you're talking about solos. And then Versusia, like I said, it's like earth, light, wind, and dark. Fire's like kind of okay if you do some lazy minstrel crap, but the haters don't want me to say that joint. And water's kind of like, I don't know, bro. You get cooked. Them dudes be fighting for their lives in there. But yeah, Kuda, I think I'm just like cooked on this joint in general. This joint, like I literally swapped to the full Magna setup because I didn't want to swap my key on my primal one, but this joint still doesn't always hit 1.5, 1.55, or 1.56 unless I get the chest. Which, to be fair, I'm usually fast enough to get the chest anyway, so it kind of doesn't matter. But like, I just don't like ever having the potential to go below. I hate it. It gives me anxiety. Makes sense. Yeah, I was speaking more towards solo for Hex and Fall Zero. This is like far away. Okay, so yeah, if you're talking about like solos for like Hexa Fall Zero, then I think like Water's really ticking strong. Like light. I mean, really any Ellie at this point. If you're invested in like any Ellie, you can probably solo those like mad easy. I think the only one I don't really hear a lot about is like maybe Dark when it comes to solos. Maybe Wind too, but that's probably because nobody wants to play Wind because it's so freaking boring. But like Earth kind of demolishes those. Water, you can play with whatever the heck you want. If you got the freaking normal light comp, you can do whatever in that joint. I guess Fire's kind of like Fire you can go fast in too, but like I feel like Fire takes maybe a little bit more effort than some of the other Ellies. But I mean, I've seen that joint be pretty fast too. So even when it comes to solos, if you're invested, you can kind of do whatever. TBH. Your streamer, why is Ward now an OT and not Paladin? I don't know, bro. I don't know. Now I'm already locked again. I like this seeking. Oh, thank God it's not AI. I was getting scared for a second. Anyway, I like this Cali art. Oh yeah, I just seeking responded to Malik, bro. We didn't even play the seeking relink beta today. Oops. And the Versusius solo method, Mr. Streamer. You better, I hope you got a seeking SR tired, whatever that thing is. Sword, that Vera fan. If you got that joint, go ahead. Dude's out there doing that. Dude's yo, you know what? You know what? Now that I think about it, Hit ain't been around since that joint dropped. He ain't got no counter argument. He ain't been around since that one solo with the ticking light with no destroyer dropped. He ain't been around the stream. Where he been? Bro's ducking the heat. You're actually wasting 5 VP for those raids. I sure am. I sure am. I love wasting berries. Bro, never mind, I forgot you have infinite berries. He says as I'm below like 100 berries right now. I got so annoyed by the dumb wiki discourse today. Wait, there was more? What happened today? What about yesterday? What happened today? We just happened. How many times we gotta teach you this lesson, old man? Oh snap, I got a summon. Oh wait, I forgot I got this summon earlier. Whoops. I got a summon. Yeah, like I low-key want to farm these until I at least get a max summon. Was it today? I swear I saw more today. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if you did see more today because it was so all encompassing that like pretty much everybody was talking about it. So I wouldn't be surprised if it went into an extra day. But I thought when you said it was today that there was something new. People really can't do anything, and that's coming from the guy who can't spell a Reshkikal. I'm dead. Bruh. Oh my god, this joint's 17 out of 18, and I'm the 18th member. Bro might be a freak. I know way bros are complaining about being spoon-fed. They sure are. They sure are. They're getting spoon-fed, but they don't have all the thinking ingredients. They don't have all the ingredients. They're mad. Relax. 44%. Looking at 15, 18 raid. No, there's no way I'm crossing a grand order right now, my guy. I'm genuinely surprised that people didn't realize World and Baja weapons can work as an alternate. Bro, that's because people don't know how to play the game. They don't know how to play the game. They don't know how to play the game, and they don't want to learn how to play the game. They don't want to do that joint, bro. People don't bother looking and stuff. Yeah. I don't know. The whole discourse is just crazy to me because it's like, dudes be like, oh my god, like I just don't get why do people think that the wiki is the only way to get information? Like, why is it like, okay, if it's not on the wiki, I just can't do the raid? I don't get it. And like, how does that logic even make sense? And then the other thing that I started to see people talking about too, which is like a really good point, is I don't get why people think that we're thinking responsible for the game balance, bro. We didn't release the thinking characters and the items, my guy. If that joint's BIS, that joint's just BIL. Like, what do you want us to do? It's like that joint's crazy to me. You only insult me again. I just want to fall out of, bro. I don't want to learn. The heck? I don't get it. I don't get it. It just don't. It don't make sense to me, bro. I saw one person talking about my thinking, because I brought up the replacement rant again. I saw somebody talking about my replacement rant where they were talking about thinking, they were talking about like why, like I wasn't right about what I was saying in the replacement rant, because like they were saying that the way like my attitude with the replacement rant was stupid, because like the way I was talking was like, it's annoying that people ask me for thinking like replacements, right? And it's like, the thing about it though is it's like, so that I think the example they had was like, if you have something in like Diaspora, right? Like if you had like Octo and somebody else in Diaspora, but you didn't have like an Ogi person, like Ogi person to help you get Bart, right? And it's like you go and ask me for a replacement because you don't have like whoever I have in the video. Like let's just say I'm using like Shalim, Baja, Octo, right? And they don't have Shalim. And they're like, okay, who can I use instead of Shalim? The thing about it is like, why can't you just look that up on your own? Why are you asking me? Like, why do I need to tell you, oh yeah, you could use Monica, or you could use Luo, or you could use this character for charge bar? Why can't you just look it up? Why can't you just look up characters that give charge bar? I don't get that. And I literally say that joint in my replacement rant. I say, I even have the counterpoint where it's like, okay, well, I'm the Earth guy, so they're gonna go ask the Earth guy, because it's like, but the thing about it, see, my issue was never the fact that you asked me for a replacement. My issue is the fact that you don't want to do any thinking work on your own. Because the thing about it is, like I brought up the example where I was like, okay, I'm the Earth player, right? I'm the Earth player, so you want to ask me. But you didn't even try and look for anybody else. I would rather if somebody told me like, hey, in that situation, they're like, hey, I don't have Shalim. Could Monica work instead? Then I can work with you and tell you, okay, Monica can't work because Monica don't have the debuff Shalim has. You would have to use somebody like Below or something like that. Like, we can work. Like, at least you did something. But you're just like, hey, I don't have Shalim. What can I use instead? Like, bro, just go look it up. Like, what are you talking about? Like, see what Shalim's doing in the freaking video and see if you got anybody that does something what she's doing. And then look it up. But it's like the thing about it is people see, and even that person's example is already too far like outside of the actual norm, because the thing with his suggestion was he was saying, hey, to replace the charge bar that Shalim's giving, Monica could have been a replacement. I could have said instead, right? The thing about it, people don't even know what Shalim's doing. That's the thing. People don't even know what Shalim's doing because they don't watch the videos. They don't know what the character's seeking doing. They're just like, I literally don't have Shalim. It's not about whether or not Shalim dispels, debuffs, has charge bar. It's like, I just don't have the character. What else do I put there? The thing about it, they don't even know what Shalim is doing or why Shalim may or may not be a requirement. And that's my issue when people just ask me that, joint. Because you're not even trying to comprehend what's happening in the game. You're just like, screw it. I don't have that character. What else do I put there? It's like, bro, you can't replace that character. But you don't even know why you can't replace the character because you don't even know what the character does. I don't want to be that guy, but if you don't want to do some basic reading, you should definitely stick to stuff like Genshin or HSR. But like, I've been seeing how people act. People tell them to pull. Or man, it might be just be GG's. Bro, those back to being snail race because everybody hitting the new verbs. Here we go again. I mean, we call you the Dirt Lord for a reason. That's a problem because 99% of GBF players just following meta and doesn't know how the other see, and that's the thing. That's the thing too, Seth. That's the thing too. If you're gonna follow the meta and get the thinking characters. If you can't follow the meta, if you can't keep up with the meta, you better figure out how to do a thinking replacement by yourself. Because you don't have the meta. You either keep up with the meta or you figure out how to do it by yourself. That's my point. If you, what do you mean I don't have this thing? If you're trying to follow the thinking crap, you better get every character. The heck are we talking about? You either follow the meta or you figure it out. That's the thing. Like, how are you following the meta if you ain't got the thinking character? Don't make sense. You're not following the meta. So you're already behind by default. So what are we doing? So it's like dudes need to follow the meta less, and they need to follow their inventory. That's what they need to do. They need to figure out what's in their freaking inventory and what's the best thing in their inventory. But dudes don't want to go through their inventory. They want to just look up at the meta, and they ain't even got the characters. So it's like, what are you doing? It's part of the game, learning, yeah. But dudes don't want to do that. Dudes do not want to do that. Thus lies the issue. Decide not to learn. It's like you refuse to play a game, literally. Literally. I don't get it, bro. I don't get it. I don't understand. Dude, I love crossing Shiva, bro. It's hard when people ask for move and replace, etc. I'm like, there is nothing, bro. There is nothing. Play a different element. That's what I'm saying. There is nothing. And see the thing about it, and see this guy said it in the comment too. I remember when I read that comment, that dude said like, you know, if there's no replacement, just tell them there's no replacement. But the thing about it is, for one thing, I'm not trying to tell 50,000 people there is no replacement. There is no replacement. Like, that joint gets annoying, first of all. But second of all, a lot of people ain't just like, oh, there's no replacement. Okay, I'll just leave it alone. They'd be like, are you sure? Are you sure? I have these characters. Then they start talking about their inventory. I have these characters. Can I use any of these guys? And then we gotta do this conversation. I ain't trying to do that. I ain't trying to do that. You should have done that joint before you came and asked me first. I ain't trying to have this back and forth. Is that in Ohio? Ohio gozaimasu? My eyes glaze over whenever I see a Persusia summon. Bruh, just roll it, Mizu. Simply roll it. Buy all the scams. But yeah, I don't know. I think the biggest issue with Granblue is like, low key. It's kind of like how you said, Kuda, is like some of these characters are so overpowering that you straight up can't replace them. And a lot of these people ain't used to that type of gameplay. A lot of these people ain't used to the type of gameplay where it's like you can't make anything. I mean, you can make something do, obviously. Like you can still do the content, but there's nothing that's just gonna be. The thing about it is they want a 1-to-1. They want a 1-to-1. They're like, oh, I don't have Mugen. I want a character that is like Mugen where I can press one button and I'm good. And it's like, that's not what's gonna happen. You're either gonna have to bring in another character and press 3 buttons, or you're gonna have to bring in another character and then swap out one of the other characters that we're using to bring in another character that works with the first character you brought in, so that you can actually do enough damage to do what you gotta do. Like there's no 1-for-1s. Like most of the time, there's no 1-for-1s. And that be my Teking plight, where it's like, you can't just replace that joint. You got to change everything, or you got to change a lot of other stuff because that character can do so much. And again, I ain't trying to have this back and forth, bro. That's why sometimes when it takes too much thinking nowadays, bro, I just be like, there is no replacement. And then that's my comment. There is no replacement. Leave me alone. I had to bring Song and Potato plus Neon and hit infinite more buttons than lose blue. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, bro. So it's just like, I don't know. I don't know what you want from me, bro. Well, I know what they want from me, but I ain't giving it to them, bro. Because what they want, what people really want, I'm telling you, bro, what they really want is they want you to be like, hey, I don't have that thing. I need a replacement. And by I need a replacement, I need you to figure everything out for me with what I have and then do that for me and test that joint for me and make sure it works. And then just tell me what that is so I can copy it. That's what they want. I remember even I have the same setup, but Damage Amp from Wonder still cooked me. Also true. Also true. Or rings. Or rings. Or perp rings. Like all that joint matters. Internet crap ruin people, yeah. No. It's just, I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like the type of stuff with Genshin, and that's how the Genshin content creators be too. They'd be like, here's how to build Teking Hu Tao. Here's how to build Hu Tao. It's like you can't do that joint in Granblue, bro. Like I can tell you, like, okay, here's what ring to put on Teking Nihon, but like it's like that joint's not, it's not as helpful as it is in Genshin. Just watch a video copy set up. They want you to be a wiki chat bot. Hu Tao, yeah. Or characters do too much. Yeah, it's just I don't know what to tell you, man. Bro, I'm about to end. I'm about to be out of berries too. Actually, I think I am out of berries. I gotta screenshot this joint. Hey, get me out of Raylock so I can screenshot 0 berries again. Get me out. Okay, this one. This one showed weakness. Trying to explain Earth to someone and how everything is connected in some mess because they eventually show up in Guild War. Yup. Yup. What is this? Friend requests 175. Alright, time to screenshot 0 berries. Alright, boys, I'm out of berries. I think I'm thinking done. Can't play the game anymore. Oh my god. Woo! Hold up. I gotta get that digging art first. Christ O'Malley. Thrilla 3. You pointing at the whiteboard? I think the main issue is that people generally don't want to put any effort in anything, and then when you call this out, they get a fitness, and now we got a whole bunch of stuff like gatekeeping. Yeah. Running out of EP is crazy. Like, GBF is one of the most accessible games out there when you actually engage. I don't know about accessible. You still gotta get a lot of crap, but I mean, I get what you mean. I get what you mean. But anywho's it's. Bro, you have 6.9k soul bomb, just use it. I don't think I have soul bombs. I don't even know what a soul bomb is, actually. I think I'm just out of EP. I don't think I can play the game anymore. Bro, where's the replacement? Where's the replacement for berries? I got no berries. Well, GBF is... It's not a game you can just hop in and do current meta stuff, yeah. It also takes way longer, like you said, it takes way longer to catch up in this game than it does in something like a Hoyo game. Bro, you can literally jump on a Hoyo game and you can just roll like the first 4 characters you get, make a team, and just start doing stuff. This game, you need taking all the characters, seasonal, seeking different LEs. You gotta actually farm. Right, newer game where each character release is like Giga, yeah. Yeah, you literally jump on when like an Acheron type character comes out in Star Rail, bro, and you're Gucci. Like you're chilling. I mean, hey, even if you jumped on when Thinking Octavia came out, like assuming outside of like the, you know, the anti-ticks and everything, but like even if you jumped on when Octavia came out, it's like Octavia's, ooh, summon. Like Octavia is gonna be good and she's gonna carry you, but it's like you still need the rest of the grade. You still need the other characters. Like she ain't gonna come in. You're not gonna start farming PBHL just because you got Octavia, my guy. Like you need more. Oh my god, Cagliostro art. I'll be taking that. Be taking that for the mines. Alright, I'm out for real. I'm out for real. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. I may or may not stream tomorrow. If I don't stream tomorrow, or even if I do stream tomorrow, I'll be back on Sunday for artifacts. Tech still streaming. I send you there. I send you there. Send you there on here too. If I can find him. There he is. Alright, I'm outie. Here's your streamer. I'll be back in the comments. Okay. I'll see you Sunday. Alright, bye. Oh, he's reading MSQ too. Yeah, have fun with that. I'm surprised he didn't read it yesterday, TBH.